like. Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like. 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like. 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right?
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Tuesday's Vanquisher League. It's Romeo and Sator who's growing a fantastic mustache. And what do we got today, Sator? You got a very special team playing.
Yeah, I have my church here with me. We've got the congregation ready to go with prayers at the ready. And yeah, it's an interesting one because they are currently in third and they're playing against the strongest team at the moment. So my boy Revnon, all eyes on Revnon. But I do absolutely love this team. They last split, they really proved to me that you can play Jin Zhao bot or Set bot or any sort of bruiser bot lane and somehow make it work. So I have a lot of belief in these guys. I absolutely love watching them play. They're so spicy with their picks and they never give up. There's never a moment where you can count them out. They'll always do something. But on the other side, we do have the strongest team currently in their group who have been, I'm going to say, decimating other teams with incredible control around the map. So while Romeo figures out which of his eyebrows he's trying to move, we can talk a little bit about how the kind of meta has been shifting a little bit here because things have been changing, a lot more control now heading into that mid lane, especially with the likes of Twisted Fate being quite popular at the moment. Have you seen anything in what is currently your tournament as well that has been like a solid pick all round and nearly always seen in these Fearless?
Oh god, Pantheon, I feel like I've seen, but that's just in my elo, everyone's playing Pantheon. I also see a lot of people running this in Zhao right now, but like nothing crazy. The one crazy pick I've seen is an Mbessa mid,
Okay.
which was wild to me.
It's not that weird. It depends on what it's into. Like, if it's into something that it needs to catch backline, then yeah, okay. Like that's an interesting one. But it's still, it's not the worst. You've seen Renekton mid enough times, right?
Yeah, but Renekton mid, like, I've seen, so it feels less weird, but I guess Mbessa kind of just feels like Renekton in a way.
And Bessa feels like Renekton.
They both, like, run at you with the two, like, handle sword thingies. You know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't.
the
We're just going to
blade
skip
weapons?
over whatever your idea is.
Okay.
But yeah, in the standings at the moment, Phantom Troupe Hisoka is currently 4-1. And they have an 80% win. They've only dropped 2 games so far, while the Holy Church of Sator, which is going to be horrible for you to say because you have to play by play that Sator is winning while I'm sitting beside you. But regardless, they are currently series wise 3-2 and 8-6. So most of their games have went the distance. At least they're getting over the line most of the time with those wins, but also going the distance every single time means there is maybe some gaps in those kind of drafts and games where they need to really like knuckle down, figure out what they want to do. But when it does come to the Holy Church of Sator, they have always played things weirdly. Their drafts don't make sense, and there's something in there that always makes me go,
Yeah, well, we're popping it off. The ban's coming underway. The set ban gonna go from PTH, which you were talking about how they played. What was it? Set support last season?
No, ADC. Revnon plays set ADC,
right.
Jin Zhao ADC.
Revnon.
He's crazy. He's crazy.
He's a wild man. I want that to come out tonight because it'd be wildly entertaining. Do you expect any crazy things to come out from Revnan tonight?
Yes, because he knows I'm watching. Revnon knows I'm watching. Like he knows I'm here. And Revnon, like his most played ADC is Set, then Cho'Gath, Urgot. There's also a lot of Nautilus in there. Darius, Mordekaiser. He will play anything bot lane, and for some reason, he's pretty much a top laner that plays bot but can flex around, so he can move. So that could be Mordekaiser bot lane. That could be something he's already going for. But in terms of the rest of the draft, we can break down PTH a lot easier. They're taking a Orianna first pick when Varus has been left open.
I mean, they could lock the Varus. They could just lock Varus in with their second pick.
Yeah.
I don't like Sivir picks. I hate Sivir picks. They're so boring.
Like, a Sivir's really, really good into a bot lane that doesn't make sense. So if there's something weird going on down here, and there's something crazy going on down here, maybe a spell shield might be the difference maker. But we will see Tate heading over onto that Ahri. A great pick into the Orianna. You can shove that wave and you can get moving. Try and help out your jungler, which will be the Jarvan lock-in now. Jin Zhao is still available, and Jin Zhao is quite good into Jarvan. You do have that ability to lock yourselves together into that Cataclysm and be like, yeah, no one else can hit me, let's fight this. So It will be the Jin
Xin
Zhao.
Zhao, it's
I like
a beautiful pick. It's the best jungler in the game. Xin Zhao locked in. All the mains assemble. Gonna decimate Jarvan. It's already over for the Holy Church of Sator.
Okay, you can relax. You can take that back. We'll bring back June 16th. You will get that soon. But as we do look into the rest of it, they're going to ban out some Aatrox and Alistair. So I would expect to see more of that bot lane kind of focus and take out some more supports. Because you don't want Data and Revenant to be getting easy picks here. But for like Karma's still available, right? Karma's an easy slam here for Silverlane.
I think Karma with Xin. I think Karma with Xin, Orianna with Xin. It's pretty sexy. It's looking pretty good right now. I wonder what they're gonna take into their top lanes. I'm assuming that's a Mordekaiser top. And we've left that last pick open for that counter pick up there.
I don't think so. I think that's Mordekaiser ADC.
Do they actually lock in Mord? Surely you don't lock Mord ADC into Sivir, right? You flex that top and pick anything else. Oh my god! Or is it Mord ADC or is it like Ari ADC?
I think that's Jarvan top.
Diego mid. What is going on? The Holy Church.
I think that's a Raven. No, genuinely, I think that's a
shit.
Raven is going to take that top. Because Mordekaiser, although the spell shield is there, you just pick up the Karma. And you just pull Karma into it. And we pull Karma into it. We take Ari mid, Viego jungle, Jarvan top. So
is Jarvan top gonna do anything in the Ornn?
he has decent shred, has good shielding. Flag and Drag will keep you safe. Cataclysm,
like
Ornn can break the wall, so there's like a hee funny moments up there as well, where Ornn can break the wall. But yeah, I don't think Jarvan's a bad pick because he does have high damage. He can build Bruiser, which can affect Ornn in extended trades because Ornn's kind of good at bursting, which is a strange thing to say for a tank, but he has like a really good combo. And if you survive it, and with mobility, usually you can. I did actually say this to you with one of your, I think it's DM to you after one of your games. If you see Ornn slam rumble every single time, harpoons just ruin his life. But overall, I think PDH have a really solid team fighting, run at them top speed, and make it work. It all looks really great. Jin Zhao, Orianna, they can work really well together with a pull in, knock back. So I like it. But it is the Holy Church of Sator, and my belief will always be in these no matter what anyone says.
How do you feel about the Viego here? Just out of curiosity, because I kind of hate the Viego pick here.
Why?
I just don't feel like you're getting resets off very much. Like,
all you need is one.
But I feel like to get to that point is really hard.
Is it?
Like, into Sivir, Orianna, Karma, your Xin and Ornn are going to be frontlining. Are you going to get the reset off on what? Ornn or Xin? When they have...
Well, I think about it this way. Rakan goes in, grand entrance, spins around, does all his things, kind of pulls them all in. And then Viego goes, okay, I'll wait. Jarvan goes in, locks the target. No matter what that target is, locks it down. Ari goes, cool, I'm a fox. Dashes in. And then Viego Heartstopper's in. Is there an opportunity for him to get one reset and he takes one of their champions away?
So if they pick someone, yeah, you might be right. Maybe I watch Viego pop off, but I feel like Xin into Viego is just going to be a fun matchup still for PTH.
He is unstoppable during ult, so Jin Zhao can't knock him back.
Yeah, but at the same time...
Are you doubting the Divine Lord?
I am doubting the Divine Lord Sator. I don't... Look, I love that they're going...
Just remember, the non-believers are here. They're in our midst. The non-believers, the not faithful to the Holy Church of Sator. Don't let me down, boys. Please, God, don't let me down.
Look, I love that they're playing this wild comp because it's going to be fun to watch. What I'm worried about is just everything surrounding it.
No problem. Don't worry about it.
This is not going to be easy for them at all. But we're getting a little bit of an invade here. The ward going to get dropped onto the red side of the Holy Church of Sator. They tried to get something on the blue side. It doesn't look like they got... Oh, they did get a ward off at the Raptor Pit as well. We've traded wards on each side of the map so far.
Yeah, it is the classic beginning, as pro comps will eventually load up, give us all the information, and tell us exactly who's going to go. As we do see now, Chris on the left running away from something. We've never figured out what he was running from, so we'll have to figure out exactly what that was at some stage in the future. But big shout outs to both of those, friend or foe, and to pro comps. But more importantly, we do have this classic mid lane of who's going to throw the first ability, which ball will fly forward, and it will be Ori, and it will be Tate trading decently and getting that electrocute proc, but to summon Ares from the Ori, and Ori has already taken a lead.
I'm curious to see how much these junglers play around the mid side to try to like break it open. I feel like ganking bot is probably not ideal for PTH, and I mean, Viego can get a gank on top. It's probably the only way Ornn's going to actually die, but is ganking an Ornn ever something you're going to want to do? How do you feel about, like, the jungle styles here? Where do you think the win objectives are for playing for lanes?
Look at those numbers. Look at those numbers right now. 61%.
Yeah, 61% for
PTH.
PTH. That's crazy. That is a crazy draft gap score.
Well, you have
That's
to add
one
in
of
the
the
Rev
highest draft
non-effect.
gaps we've seen.
Rev non-effect is 12%. 12%. So you add that on, and the Holy Church Sator is winning. So, yeah, even our producers telling us they have to fudge the number. So we're going to say that it's going to be 50.59% in favor of the Holy Church Sator. And if anyone says no, I'm going to tell them their maths is wrong and they're American. But regardless of that, I don't understand what a kilometer is style jokes, you know? That's what you say is one of your jokes, isn't it?
Kilometer?
The hell is a kilometer?
No, I know what a kilometer is. What?
There's some American that told me one time, someone from NA says, what the hell is a kilometer? And I was like, bruh.
What the
What do you
hell is a
mean?
kilometer? It's a better measurement system than a mile. We have 2
100%.
non-Americans casting this stream.
Oh yeah, you're Canadian. Yeah, I keep forgetting about that.
You forgot?
Why aren't you at NSI? What the hell?
Because that costs money.
Oh yeah, true. But
And
as
I'm
we do
moving
break
Toronto
back into
next
this,
year.
oh god. As we do break back into this, so Raven in the top side has actually been doing decently well, running that grasp of the undying Jarvan top lane, has been doing well. As we do see Fozzie Bear in a little bit of trouble, is a little bit low on health, but Ornn, that doesn't really matter. It's still full HP, mage, tank, assassin, shaman, warlock. So we don't have to worry too much about that. But in the jungle, both junglers kind of staying away from each other. We're not going to see any kind of stylistic fights around either of the skull crabs. They're just going to play opposites to each other and reset and get back on that rift, as we do see Sheen now in the inventory. So Viego running into that Triforce first. We're not going to see any collectors this game.
I rep not buying collector. I feel like I don't know. I don't like collector as an item all that much, but I also don't play any champions that like take collector.
Okay, so I do like Kindred, and I know you wanted to learn Kindred, but now not be a good time to maybe get some of that going. Oh,
Learn
TP
Kindred?
from random capitals, right in behind Tate. Tate doesn't see it coming. Okay, nothing happens. Never mind. I was getting excited for no reason.
Wait.
Oh, we missed a cannon. FF.
Oh, are the tears coming from the Church of Sator? No cannon.
This is like you're casting. I'm
Reacting.
like watching. Yeah, I'm like doing the classic
Like-
Cadril style of like, oh my god, please guys, relax.
He's all clinched up, staring at every cannon minion being taken at the moment, guys. We should just get a live Sator cam in the top left corner so they can just watch a reaction and nothing else.
They're just gonna see me stressed the whole time. The
I know,
whole time I'm
it's
just stressed.
lovely. This is the most stressed I've seen you during a cast. Usually you're laid back, chill, but the Holy Church of Sator is playing, and they need this win if they're going to find a playoff spot.
Yeah, if
Well-
they do this, they're one away from full lock. But this one gives them the best opportunity to get through. Depending on other results as well, of course, if the bottom teams all lose again, there's a very chance that this could be their win and ticket through due to head-to-heads, etc. But it is going to be the Drake started up by PTH here, who, yeah, Drake is a great option for them. I just think that if you leave too much open for the side of HCOS on the purple side of the map, they could very easily side lane with a majority of their champions. Ari can take a side lane, Mordekaiser can take a side lane, Jarvan can take a side lane. They have a lot of options in terms of macro map control that you don't really want to be giving up those grubs. So maybe now with Fozzie Bear being so low and a good reset timing for bot, maybe swap those lanes around and move them up towards that top side. But for the moment, everything's going to stay chill. No one's going to be going too crazy as Tate and Random Capitals are going to continue this trade as Tate is taking the worst of this one and is dropping CS quite a lot, actually.
Yeah, in the top side, we do see Jarvan has kind of pulled ahead in that CS lead, but in mid lane, it is a 15 CS gap for that Orianna. Knockup, though, going to come on to Anthedonia. We got Divine coming in for a gank. Are they going to find anything? The pull misses due to the flash, and that is going to be the flash away from Karma to end that bot lane gank.
Yeah, great start there for the bot side, getting rid of that flash, setting themselves up nicely. And I do actually believe Revnon, if completing this wave perfectly, will actually take a CS lead in that bot side. Decent back as well, decent health, decent positioning, as we want to see the all-in coming through Sir Raven.
It's going to force the flash onto Sir Raven, but Zinzao going to hop on top, doesn't find the third strike in the 3 talent strike. Might have had the kill if he found it.
Maybe, but there's always the chance that Sir Raven just says no, presses W, gets a shield, and just stands there menacingly. As it's not a pick we see often, Jarvan, in the top side, but it's doing quite well here. It's actually looking very, very comfortable. And Sir Raven is one of those players that has played with Revnon for quite a bit, so they are flexible in swapping these champions around, and it is good to see synergy between a player that's considered off meta and different and someone on their team that says I can work with that, and they just seem to now be like this weird double top laner duo, and it's nice. It's a nice change. I just like my boys. Okay, they're good lads.
They're good lads. They're good lads for picking the most off-meta stuff, but I feel like that's something that's like missing from NA a lot. Just finding players who are willing to play differently and see what works. I feel like we haven't seen that in a long time since, like, what, Dignitas?
Yeah, we don't talk about Dig too much. Dig Barons is all we remember from those years. God, I do miss Cutie and Scarra, though.
Scarra was the GOAT.
Yeah, he was the one that got the Diana change from her ult to her W, right?
I think so.
Yeah, he was a big Diana player. Yeah. Scarra was very, very, like, for his time, he was like the most mechanically gifted player I've ever seen. Absolutely insane. And I'm a Cutie Pie was just hilarious how good he was at the game without trying, because I don't think there was ever a practice day with I'm a Cutie Pie. I don't think he ever cared. So
surely he showed up every once in a while.
But he absolutely smurfed on people when he did, and he giggled while doing it. He was terrifying.
I just wish like we'd be more open to it, because like we've seen this Cloud9 LS drama and whatnot with them trying to play a little bit differently and it going well for them and then sacking LS. Not that like I'm an LS supporter or hater from any means. I just thought it was interesting to see someone try to run things a little differently.
And it goes so well.
Holy Church of Sator, they're doing that. Whether it goes well is still being determined by whether or not they make playoffs, which is very much excited about this game, which I find this has been one of the slower games we've watched in Vanquisher this season.
When you think of how much scaling is required for Mordekaiser, usually, like, a lot of levels need to go into top laners to be effective. I think everyone knows of, like, some top laners at level 8 become unlocked. Same with champions like in the jungle, like Nidalee is one of those where like you're really a champion at level 6, even though you already have unlocked ult. It's the numbers behind the stats. It's the level up numbers that matter the most. So when you do pull someone out of that solo lane experience style and put them in one of these strange lanes, yeah, there is that moment of we're not going to scale as fast as we want. Items are great, levels are better. So there is still a little bit of worry there when it comes to the Mordekaiser's strength overall. But at the moment, that slow game isn't really affecting them too much. They've got grubs for themselves with all their side lane pressure. That looks good. Drake will be up in the next 30 seconds. That should be a good point of contention. We do have TP available for Sir Raven, who has the push on top lane, could walk down ahead of time. We do see the Viego's already entered the bot side jungle, heading towards that river, setting themselves up nicely to get some damage on this bot side.
Trying to find anything, but losing a quarter of his health bar. Yuumi, though, gonna get charmed and knocked up. forced to flash away. Viego gonna stay on top. The keel goes forward. The shielding is insane on Yumi. It is gonna get him away. But here comes the 5v5. We're seeing TPs coming out from Fozzie Bear. Zinzao gonna hop in. There's the audacious charge in, but he's not gonna find anything. The Call to Forge Guard gonna go through. Not gonna hit anyone. A bit of a wasted ult there. Ari still in that mid lane. The only one to not show up to the fight is Tate, who's trying to get a little bit of that CS back. But it looks like it's going to be PTH who's taking control of that Dragon Pit. The 4 trying to walk in. TP still available from Tate. Yumi trying to find a back. Isn't going to find it. Fozzie might be in a bit of a predicament here. Took a weird path back to his team. He's trying to charge out. Forced to flash away as well. Very took. That is a huge ball from Orianna. It's going to send 4 of them. But with that shockwave down, it looks like the Dragon's just going to go over to the Holy Church of Sator. Just a whole lot of nothing from that fight.
Whole lot of nothing, but a lot used. Flashes, burned, ults, everything possible, but no one finds that kill. No one finds that first blood, and it will lead to a Drake from the Holy Church of Sator. So very, very well played in terms of macro, but there's opportunities there. Maybe a couple of seconds of wait time there from Divine. Maybe just sitting back a little bit further and waiting for that Tribush ward. Little things, little micro movements, and just milliseconds in the difference. But you saw how fast Data responded to Endivine's call of let's go for this. Like the shielding from the Karma onto the Sivir, there was a lot there, a lot to burn through. But Data's speed at getting onto that Sivir was still incredible, as Endivine is now in this top side.
Oh, and there's a huge charge onto Yumi. Yumi gonna go down. The reset is found by Viego. The kill goes over to Jarvan. Anthedonia trying to run away. Here comes Zinzao, but he might be too little too late. Anthedonia on the run, barely getting away. Now Divine is getting pieced up as the Crescent Guard goes through. It is going to be Zin who's able to find Divine. Jarvan able to find Karma, and then Zin going to find the double kill to 2 for 2 overall between Holy Church of Sator and PTH.
A lot of crazy stuff happened there, but we have to give Dwami Papi absolute kudos there for that insane ult that lands Raven back into tower range.
Dwami going to walk into the bush. He's going to find Data here. Is he going to be able to find a knockup? No, it's the charm that's going to miss as well from Tate. We're one kill away
starting to get worried.
Starting
to get a little bit worried that Tate's falling a little bit too far behind. They had a great collapse there onto random capitals just off of screen and chased so far, but the damage was just not there. So a little bit worried now about that Rod of Ages. They do have a Dark Seal, so it makes me believe they want to be aggressive, but I did say drop the Jarvan ult onto someone, stick Viego in it, get a reset. It worked so far.
It did work. It worked to some extent. They overstayed a little bit when the Karma was able to shield them get away. Do you think we're going to see any shield break items come out from that Jarvan? Or anyone? Is there any item you're hoping to like come out for the shield break?
Well, it's only Serpent's Fang. It's the only item you're thinking of is Serpent's Fang, and I don't think it matters that much. Like, yes, the Karma shields are incredible. Jin Zhao gets shields if he goes towards that Eclipse. I don't think Ornn gets any unless he goes into one of the items. Orianna does have some, yes. The Spell Shield, I don't think Spell Shield counts as a shield in terms of Serpents. So I don't think that's going to change. I don't think it's that important. I think you're just better off getting as much burst as you can. Never mind the shielding part, just do the damage. Get through it that way. So, no, I don't want to see a Serpent's Fang, but I wouldn't be against it either.
It's like if you do it, it's fine, but you think there's more optimal ways, is what I'm hearing.
Like, as a person that like plays in tournaments and subs for a lot of teams, I was playing mid lane recently, and I played Orianna into Talia and Ari into Silas, and the Orianna build with the tier, I don't like it. Just go straight damage, go Ludens. I don't like the scaling Orianna. I just like to be effective in the mid game. And then the same with Ari. I don't go for the Rod of Ages. I just go for Malignance and attempt to be as useful as possible on the map. Now, that's a stylistic choice where I like to play for my jungler. But I do think in this game, with both of them going scaling, neither of them are useful. While on the other side, so Raven.
Drag going to Dwami. The Crescent Guard going to go up. Yumi forced to flash out of the Cataclysm. The TP going to come through. Here comes Random. There's a big shockwave. Going to send 3 of them flying. Ren trying to chase down, but he's now pulled into the fight. There's going to be the charm from Tate as the control for this Rift Herald pit is still taken by Holy Church of Sator. A lot of damage done. Backs coming through. if Holy Church of Sator can find it, they are going to find their first feat. It looks like a lot of walking away, as it is going to be a huge push right now from PTH onto that top tower, maybe trying to get some damage off for that first turret rewards.
Yeah, at the moment it is that bot tower.
Diego going to the bot side.
Everything's messy right now on the map.
It's so messy.
It's so hard to say what's going to happen here because Fozzie could try force down towards that bot tower. We do have a Rift Herald up, but both teams are ignoring it. And if one team goes for it, they could lose a tower, either in the mid or the bot, depending on which team you're looking at the time. But on the other side, if they lose a person to just one bad fight or one pick, you could also lose that feat while both teams are vying for that. Everything's up in the air. Drake's more important, but the kill here is whoever gets the first kill here will open up the first feat, and then that tower will be available. So things could get very messy very quickly here if that first kill goes to Church's Sator. They're forcing it.
On the flank. That's not where you want your ADC to be. Dwami trying to find something. Divine going to take the blast plant out. There's a little bit of damage done as Yuumi throw in their boomerang. Here comes Dwami. Dwami trying to hop on Divine. Divine going to be able to run away into that Spectral. It is so... The anticipation right now is killing me. I want to see them dive each other. And they're pacing around it. That Inferno Dragon going to be started up. I think this is where it's going to have to be. We're seeing Ornni's TPing in. It's going to be a little bit late. That Inferno Dragon down to 3,000. Are we going to see an attempt to steal? Dwami not going to go in. Here comes the call, the Forged God. We're going to see the first feat picked up by Holy Church Sator. Dwami going to go into Raven. Not going to find anything. There's going to be a huge Cataclysm as a feat of warfare. Going to be claimed by PTH. It's 1-for-1 on the feat side. 2 dragons right now over to Holy Church of Sator. 1 dragon on PTH. They're now walking their way up to that Rift Arrow. The tower is going to determine everything right now for who gets these upgraded tier boots.
Yeah, so it is going to be the feats for the objectives heading over to the Holy Church of Sator as they have the Grubs and Drakes. That's great. The kills went over to PTH. They're unlocking the Rift Herald. They have a very weak bot side tower which they can't leave alone or Fozzie Bear will get it for free. So there is that we have to leave someone down there. So Tate's been stuck in that one. They could drop this Rift Herald right now in the top side and attempt to get that tower, but we do see Revnon and Data doing their very best to try to get a wave into that. So they're going to recall off of this one. They're going to hold the Rift. No one's going to force for defeats. Now again, I'm going to have to reiterate this like I do every week. They're not that important. Boots aren't incredible. We know it's fine. It's just a really good indication for casters and use yourselves to see where the tempo is, because whoever wins feats usually has tempo. And right now it is PTH. They have a little bit more to work with on the map, while I think the Holy Church of Sator needs to find a decent pick and open up one of these sides and get Sir Raven free from the 1v2s.
It's a very close game right now. It is only a 2k advantage to PTH. Raven still kind of being stuck in those 1v2s. We do see the 2v2 coming out right now, maybe from Divine. They're trying to take that first turret. Are they really going to find it here? Oh my god! Holy Church of Sator just comes in out of nowhere to get the tower feat. I am shocked the team with Rift Herald doesn't get the tower first.
I'm happy.
That was an insane macro play from Holy Church.
Yeah, so just good calls. Good calls. We do see Tate trading into this Ornn and doing 0.
Raven going to be forced to flag and drag away. Yuumi and Anthedonia not going to be able to find him here, as here comes Divine and Data. They're not going to elect to go for the chase, it doesn't look like. And once again, all's calm on the Summoner's Rift.
Everything goes back to being calm, but it has hit that 20-minute mark where we do see Church of Sator just starting up this Atakan. Could we get the overlay to change to vision right now for the side of PTH, just to see if they see anything apart from that Jarvan? Because currently the map has just opened up into beautiful yellow, which means we don't see any fog of war. They will spot it now, as we will see. Oh, Data will go for something. We'll get the charm.
Raven trying to find it. There's going to be the Cataclysm on a Yuumi. Yuumi has flash. Isn't going to flash out yet. It's just being shielded for days. Atakan down to 3,000 HP. Yuumi still just doing a ton of damage. Finally flashes over that wall. Dwami going to go in. They still don't see Atakan. Atakan going to get claimed here. Oh my god! Oh my god! He steals it! Dwami steals it!
That's nuts.
The
That is
Flash
absolutely wild.
WE smites? Holy shit!
That is crazy. That is an absolutely stellar play coming out from Dwami Papi. But you have to look at the Holy Church of Sator. Like, Sir Raven went so deep with Data in an attempt to stop them from getting to it, and it just doesn't work. And now they've lost the Atakan. That Rift Herald is going to be opened up into that top side. They're going to be able to take multiple towers here, possibly, with that excessive push coming through. And yeah, it's a very, very tough situation for them now and what they want to do, but they're going to go for the fight.
There's going to be the fight. The Flagging Drag's going to go in. Here's coming the TP from Ornn. They're already on top of Dwami. Dwami's got a huge bounty, but he's so far ahead right now. Call the Forge God going to only hit the Mordecai that they hadn't seen yet. Tate running around the corner. We see Dwami trying to find anything as well, but the Dragon is going to be spawning shortly here. No, nothing found just yet. They're forced to run into that mid lane. It's only going to be that T1 turret and a crash onto the T2. They're still keeping this game alive and close. We are starting to see a bit of a gold gap, though. 4,000 gold now over to the side of PTH.
Yeah, it's... You see Data now locked in that bot side. They haven't spotted him yet. They don't have deep enough vision down in that bot side, which they are now starting to get thanks to Fozzie Bear jumping in. They're trying to be stealthy with this, but vision has just went down. That's a decent. That you thought it was going to be a. You thought that was going to be a pull.
I did. I thought they were gonna. I thought they were gonna go for it. They had a ton of vision on it. That now it's hard though. Right now, PDH split. Holy Church of Sator in the middle of them. There's going to be the Flag and Drag, Raven. There's going to be the knock-up. Everyone is on Dwami Papi, forced to use that Crescent Guard, but he's charmed in the middle of three, able to find his way out, and the Donia in the top is getting stunned up as well. Can we find the reset? Rebnon going to find Yumi, but the reset doesn't go over to Divine. There's going to be the Shockwave into the middle. They're trying to find Antom. Antom is on top of the sun. Fozzie Bear going to find Rebnon. Here it comes. Ornn finding the double kill. There's going to be Oriana finding another kill. It is 4 kills now for PTH. Tate on the run. There's going to be the call of the Forge God. It's going to find gonna miss the knockup, but it is still gonna be an ace over to the side of PTH. Blinking, you'll miss it, and that fight goes wild.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to Tate there, but just took too long to enter that fight and was just not useful in that situation. After everything that happened, Revenant cleared out the Sivir, pulled Sivir from the fight, set themselves up nicely. They drop everything onto Dwami Papi, couldn't take it. So you see here, there was a great opportunity there for a Shockwave for Oriana. Yes, they're just going to get the Skull Crab set up their vision, and immediately Endivine says, we're going for this, and Data follows. So it's a great start. Sir Raven, gone. Endivine and Data, gone. Tate just walks away from this fight, finally flashes in, gets the charm, but as soon as it goes to the other side, Tate still has ult charges. Tate is not doing anything here, gets 1 or 2 spells off, but is just running around blind as it's a great shockwave coming through from the Oriana, and that's just the difference between the mid laners right now. Tate needs to be more active in these ones. Trying to kill the Karma is not going to work out for you, as Tate maybe could have went for that Karma there again. There's always an opportunity, but took too long to pull off the RE tricks that we love to see.
It's also it's also just rough that Viego wasn't in the area to get the reset that Mordekaiser was able to pick up onto Yumi. But we keep seeing them trying to find these dives on Xin Zhao. It's twice now they start a fight with a dive on Xin Zhao and it doesn't work for them. Charm gonna go through. We see 3 of them on top of Tate. Meanwhile, on the bot side, Fozzie Bear gonna get knocked up. Divine there, Sir Raven there, but there is a tower called the Forge God gonna go through. It's going to land on both of them as Fozzie just gonna casually walk out. Baron spawned at the top of the map now.
Doesn't matter, just have to believe in the Holy Church of Sator that they will make something happen in the late game as they always seem to do. But right now, Sir Raven's going to walk past the Ornn in an attempt to get some damage.
Tower. The wave cleared now, and Sir Raven gonna walk out
with more health than Fozzie Bear.
Yep, that is something.
Is that like a proxy? Is that like a super boss method that we're seeing live for the first time ever, where you just walk past them, hit the tower, then flag and drag out in an attempt to
so is the proxy?
It's using them as the proxy, not the tower.
That's what I mean. It's the proxy Ornn in this scenario.
It's a confusing one for sure, but Tate now in a little bit of trouble as you do see Dwami Pappy in the back, Revnon.
Dwami. There's going to be the full on Dwami. There is 3 to be on there. The Crescent Guard going to be forced to be used from Xin Zhao. Able to walk out, and they now have that pressure to maybe start a Baron here if they want. We do see Viego pushing that mid wave. They're going to have to go clean that up. Dragon still not up for a little bit. The next Dragon going to be someone's Spirit Dragon. We're still quite far off Soul here. It is an Inferno Soul if a team's able to claim it. But right now, the big concerning thing on the table. Holy Church of Sator down about 7,000 gold to PTH.
Yeah, there is a sizable gold lead. But it's about where the gold is. And it's firmly on all of the members of PTH. So if that changes your mind about anything at all, because it didn't change mine. I'm just saying.
I'm like, if they can kill Xin Zhao, they have a winnable fight on their hands. But the problem is, every time they dive Xin Zhao, they don't find anything. And
yeah,
I think right now, it's like squashing an ant.
I do think that the one reset, if Endivine gets it, who has also built Serpent's Fang, by the way, if he does get the reset onto the Xin Zhao, there is a very, very high chance that the Holy Church of Sator just win from that one. They just win from that point. And it would be lovely to see, but Sir Raven, I don't think you win this one. Your Clip Shield is down. It's a full HP. Yeah, just step away from that one. Chill a little bit. Relax. Don't be giving them too many grasp stacks, as they're now trying to set up the Baron Vision, get themselves ready for this, but do they win a team fight around this area?
It's
I don't think so.
hard. You need to find the reset for Viego, but they're having a hard time finding it. And it's like, they're also so split in these fights that even if Viego's not where the kill's happening, there's just no reset that's going to happen. We do see objective bounties are falling off, so that's a good sign for the Holy Church.
Yeah, it's
Dragon
a very, very good
shortly.
chance.
We do see a bit of a death ball going from Yumi and Anthrodomia and Dwami. They're looking for Divine, but Divine saying, nope, I know there's people around here. I'm just going to walk safely to my team. Maybe we see them try to trade objectives.
Is that worth in the long run, though? Because although they are strong in the terms of like pushing, they haven't got the opportunity to get to those towers. They do have grubs, but they still need to do a lot more in terms of... They do manage to pull everyone over towards it, which is good. They burn 2 TPs.
It would get them a lot of the gold they need back if they can get that Baron. They're scrambling the next 5 minutes to make sure they get that dragon fight. But do they win a dragon fight right now? We see Xin Zhao walking over to that dragon. Jarvan still on the bot side of the map. Xin now walking up. Xin staying between. It does look like we might see a Baron for dragon trade. Xin Zhao opting to still not make a decision on whether or not he's going to do this dragon. We do see PTH able to take over that Baron pit. Sir Raven just still chilling. He is just living on that tower. He's going to walk into that dragon. He's going to find the Xin Zhao. Is he able to do anything about it? Meanwhile, topside, we're going to see Fozzie Bear and Random Drag. Anthrodomia also around in the fight. Fozzie Bear taking a ton of damage. Dragon now finally claimed from PTH. There's going to be the call the Forge God, knocking up 4 people. But there's the shutdown onto the Orianna from Divine. The reset's going through. Another kill from Divine. He's going to find both resets here. Now Dwami trying to get into the fight. Oh god, they're all low. Dwami is here, the monster, the king of PTH on that Xin Zhao, going to scare them all away. Misses the wind become lightning flash, but is still able to find Tate. He pulls one back. They get the dragon. Baron not claimed. There was 2 shutdowns over to Divine. If you're rooting for the Holy Church of Sator, that's a good sign. But they lost the dragon for nothing.
They lost the dragon for shutdowns, and the gold looks a little bit better. Not much better, but a little bit better, and they buy themselves more time on the map. It's just that big shutdown is still sitting on that Xin Zhao, and although the fights are looking a little bit better now, even with Revenant getting onto Random Capitals bought themselves enough time to get out of it, but it did give the reset, so Revenant isn't quite at that level that they can one-shot whatever they take into Brazil. So we're still a little bit worried about that, but this is where the Holy Church of Sator always does something magic. They always seem to find a moment in a game where they just dominate, and it always seems to be these late game team fights. So I'm hoping that they've stayed with that. There has been some changes in the roster over the year, so I'm hoping that they'll be able to fully unlock that barbarian mode that we saw from before. And we'll see what they're going to be able to do with this one, as Revnon is in the area with Fozzie Bear. The Baron hasn't been started yet, and they know because they have a blue ward on it, but then Divine is in a bad position.
Divine is going to get shockwave and sent straight to the gray screen. Call the Forge God going to go off as well on to Tate. Tate going to get stunned against that wall. Bye-bye, Tate. As all 5 of them running down mid, they might look... They're either going to be able to look for a T3 or for that Baron here, as they're going to be clearing that wave. Sir Raven trying to hold them off, but they don't have a lot of damage left between the 3 of them. Sir Raven forced to leave. Revnon taking a ton of damage as well. The Crumble going to really hurt here, as he is able to find a way out, but that inhib going to fall, as PTH has a secure grasp right now on this game.
Yeah, this is why they've been one of the strongest teams in it. They do have great control. They don't make a lot of mistakes, and they always seem to make the right judgment call in the right moments. And this is why they've been leading their group. This is why they've barely dropped games, and they've been doing so well so far. We're only losing 1 series. So yeah, it's still one of those cases of how much more can they pick up, and Data decided that let me have one chance at this, and sends himself.
Is it ever worth to send your support to try and steal?
Yes, I have casted a Yuumi stealing a Baron before.
Jesus Christ.
I have the clip.
What?
I called it before it happened. They said, no, Yuumi has this. Yuumi gets this. And Yuumi Q flew over the wall and stole Baron.
That's insane, actually. That's insane.
I'll find the clip for you. I'll find the clip. Don't worry. I have it somewhere. Yeah, like there's always the opportunity for something magical to happen, but this game looks very in favor of PTH, and our FlyQuest actually up 1-0
FlyQuest
BLG
right now,
when I said it that they win game 1.
For those watching MSI, FlyQuest up game 1. Can this be an amen?
Quite possibly. I did say FlyQuest have a good chance at this in the pre-call, the green room as we call it. But Sir Raven right now is going to pull away from that one as the tower is slowly dissipating from the side of the Holy Church of Sator, ruining holy relics as they go. As Data has found Jin Zhao and found the Karma as they attempt a small engage, not fully sending it just yet. But wait, I want to see you do something, buddy. I want to see that Ari that I've been waiting for all game. I want to see you dance and flourish around this fight.
That T3 turret gonna fall. The Baron minions, they got double cannon on this inhib. That inhib is gonna be annihilated. There's gonna be super minions crashing into those T2 turrets. Is there a spark left in the Holy Church of Sator? Are they gonna try to find an angle, or are they just gonna fall? That shockwave is huge. Divine gonna try to find anything, but he's gonna go down next to his support. And just like that, I think it's safe to say PTH, unless Revnon and Tate are able to find something here, it's just Tate. We've seen a dormant Ari all game, and they're going to be stuck in that fountain to watch as PTH takes game 1 in this series.
That was tough. Revnon finally gets that bounty off of Dwami Poppy, but the Jin Zhao done enough damage and done enough work to lead Phantom Troupe Hisoka to their victory in game 1 here, and I'm still a believer. Don't you worry about that. I am still a believer, Romeo. Just the question is, have you seen some of the magic that comes out with the Holy Church of Sator?
I don't think I have. I will say there were sparks in this game, but I think it wasn't. I think the Viego pick was a little wild. I think honestly the most wild pick in that game is the Viego. I think you get a different jungler there, or you leave the Jarvan, maybe that Rumble top like you're saying, and we see a different game. I think that Viego just wasn't finding resets, and I don't think this is an easy game to find resets at all.
Yeah, maybe so. We'll have to see what they come up with for the second draft, because when it comes to the Holy Church Sator, you never know what's going to happen next. But we will be back in just a few moments. Please don't go anywhere.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back as we are in the intermission for Game 2. However, before we get into the Holy Church of Sator taking on PTH for the second match, we have a very important business to discuss, which is Kiss, Marry, and Kill. Ladies and gentlemen, this week, your three contenders are Empyrean Zed, Ocean Song-yeon, and Debonair Malzahar.
You're the only one to get this wrong.
Yes. Apparently I'm different.
You're just very straight. You're just very straight.
Am I? Is marrying Malzahar very straight?
He's the most feminine looking there, I think.
I don't know. Yeon song. I just like to be able to see my men with faces.
I'm just saying that Ocean Song-yeon, there's something about it that screams hippie. Something that screams hippie. It's like that guy that like you try and stay away from at a festival because he'll probably try to sing Wonderwall at you.
Malzahar?
No, Yeon.
Oh, Yeon, I agree with Yeon.
Yeah, he just sings Wonderwall at you. Malzahar is that like you kind of lock eyes from across like the nightclub, and he kind of gives you like a half look. It's like a half look, and it's like he wants you to be interested, and it's like it's kind of endearing, but at the same time it's like you're not that incredible. But Zed is the guy in the middle of the dance floor, Terry Crews, absolutely slamming shapes left, right, and center, has glow sticks in each hand. He's just having the time of his life. No drink, no drugs, clean,
Zed's
ready,
the type
happy.
Of guy you're getting a rocky divorce from.
A rocky divorce is always going to be a happy marriage.
Nah.
Anyone that's wondering why we take breaks is because Golden screams in our ear that Romeo has bad takes.
Yeah, pretty well. Dude, I'm saying like Ocean Song-yeon, like at least you're getting some like musical fun. They'll take you on a fishing trip, shit like that. Debonair, you're getting like that.
No, you cannot say he'll take you on a fishing trip based on the fact it's called Ocean Song.
Yes, you can. He's got water wings on, dude.
No, he's at a festival. They're literally at a festival.
You're telling me this guy is not going on a boat?
Skin is a festival. It's Ocean Song is a festival.
Yeah, but we're going by this version of these characters.
I'm just saying, Malzahar and Zed are clearly superior.
I would kill normal Malzahar. I'm not dating that void-ass bitch.
I will have you know, Kaisa is a queen.
Zed, on the other end,
take that right back.
Zed would No, Kaisa's different. Zed is the type of guy who would assassinate you because you pissed him off. I'm good. Zed has literally betrayed people in his lore.
That doesn't bother me. Like, if Zed speaks like corpse, I'm down.
Zed's gonna cheat on you.
That's fine. That's perfectly fine. It's just
Zed's gonna cheat on you.
Look at it this way, right? Take a really big second here and just stare. The snatched waist on Zed.
On Malzahar.
And Malzahar. Yeon's waist, it just looks wrong. His body looks too long. He looks like a centipede coming up out of the dirt.
I kind of like that.
It just looks wrong. He looks like
that's kind of how I look.
Looks like he has extra legs. Okay, he's got like two extra legs or something. He's weird. He look, and those sunglasses don't suit. Like, what are those sunglasses?
Can I raise you? He has a sword.
Look at Zed's hands.
Imagine Yeon holding a sword to your throat right now. Tell me that doesn't turn you on.
No, if Yeon literally put a sword to my neck, I'd like, ew, you are a neckbeard.
That's what?
He would try to school me on anime and tell me that One Piece is better than Attack on Titan, and I would immediately just get sick.
See, now that you said that, I do see that, and I kind of hate that. But I'm going.
Yeah, like it's just not it. Like, yeah, you have to lock into your more LGBT side and really look, and you can just tell. Look, also his nose is way too big and bulbous for his face.
It looks like my nose.
Did you ever see those like howler monkeys with the really big noses?
Oh god,
it looks like one of those noses.
Stop,
it looks like it's filled with snot. I'm just saying, Malzahar, a clean cut, good for a cuddle, good for a kiss. Zed, marry me, choke me, ruin me.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want to swap my Yeon to kill and my Zed to kiss after this conversation. This is like the first time I've been like, yeah, that's actually like a valid swap. I don't like looking at it anymore. Oh god. We forgot to mention, because our producer wanted us to, is Malzahar has that slutty little keyhole in his chest. Her words, not ours. Oh, And she's telling me I have to tell you that Zed has finger me claws. Because apparently getting fingered by Freddy Krueger is on
Now, does that mean
everyone's
the
list
finger
of
me
things.
claws, as in on his hand, or a claws, as in he can finger Golden? Where do we sign up?
She said yes to that, by the way, guys.
I absolutely love Golden, and we're also going to stop talking about this right now because we're going to get into draft here. As you do
We're
see
gonna get
PTH
TOS.
immediately lock in Set, Shogat, and possibly another top/bot here, as they do not want to give anything over to that Revnon Sir Raven weird one, which will be his Urgot. So that does eliminate a lot of Revnon's pool that we've seen before, with Jin Zhao, Jarvan, Ornn, and Mordekaiser already being taken out of that pool. So Revnon heavily focused right here in this draft. You can see who the star is, as we do love our boy Revnon. While we're going to see from the first pick from PTH, they can't really take Lethality Virus, but on hit could still be great. I don't know why they're not going for it, but they're going to go for Pantheon, the other snatched waist slutty champ. Yeah.
We love to see my slutty little Pantheon. I'd climb a mountain for him any day.
No,
You know
wouldn't.
what I'm saying? Yeah, I would.
No, you wouldn't.
Yeah,
I can't see you going on a hike. Can't do it.
I've been on hikes. I don't hate hikes. I hate hikes in the winter.
But like, you have a different winter than me. Sorry, you have a different winter than me. Completely
Negative
apologize.
40
I forgot.
degrees. I'm good. Like you, I don't feel like slipping and breaking my neck, man. Like Pantheon trying to climb that mountain, like Mount Targon in a Canadian winter, he wouldn't even make it halfway.
I was watching MSI there, and I just saw Masu throw in bot lane. Masu. They picked Kalista, so I'm already upset. But as we do go back into Talia and Nautilus, which could still be bot lane Nautilus, that could not be, could not be, could be Revnon, could be bot. Braum Syndra's fine. They are leaving up quite a few good picks in that bot side, while Braum being incredibly strong. Varus, but with the Braum, you could go for some of those more on hit. You could go for more of that bully lane. You could go for Lucians, maybe a Zeri. I know most people prefer Zeri with an Enchanter, but there is a lot more options there. Well, Poppy coming through as a ban right now, so it could mean that maybe HCOS want to go for something move based, something special.
Zach ADC.
Why do I feel like just in that moment right there, you were like the kid with the block goes in the square hole, circle goes in the square hole, the triangle goes in the square hole. Like, you can keep saying top laners all you want. You don't know what's going to happen. You have the draft knowledge of a spoon. Like,
You act like picking Mordekaiser ADC is giraffe knowledge.
oh, it's Senna. Okay, it's Senna Nautilus bot lane. Okay.
This is not a Revnon bot lane. This is just a generic bot lane.
They pick Twitch now. I'll lose my mind.
BTH or Troupe?
PDH. If they go for a Twitch now, I'll lose my mind because it's such a good Twitch game.
Oh, I seen a bit of green. Thank you, Loki. Oh, there's the Twitch. Sator, search for Sator.
Dude, I love Twitch. This is the first time I'm going to get to cast a Twitch in a very long time, but I saw all that and I was just like, Twitch is so good here. So good into Trundle, so good into Talia. It's just a perfect little hyper carry that doesn't need to dash. But we're going to take the Nocturne here, so I'm going to guess it's Senna, Nautilus bot for Revnon and for Data. Nocturne jungle, and Sir Raven is going to take that Trundle top side, so Data, Revnon, yeah. Talia mid, that's the most obvious one out of all of these, because there's always that chance that it is Nocturne top. So I don't know what exactly they're going for, but things are crazy. HCOS, I do like the idea of that scaling bot side with the Senna. It'll always work out, the scaling works, but there's a Mundo there, and I'm sure everyone, as soon as they saw I locked in, heard the alloys push, immediately start playing in the background. Do you know what that is?
Not a clue.
Do you exist?
Sometimes.
You know what I want you to do? I want you to put your hand on your face, and if it starts to phase through, you don't. Okay, well, your hairline disappeared.
I'm only 21, by the way. In case anyone's wondering. With that being said, maybe it's just... Can we go to game? wouldn't be here anymore.
I didn't mean for that to happen. I swear to God, I didn't mean for that to happen. But you literally put your hand here and your hair just disappeared. It was like you shaved an egg. Gee, there's 10 years between us.
Yeah. That's why you're my mentor.
So I'm your bully.
Yeah, I'm learning how to get thick skin. It's just like
true.
elementary school all over again.
Yeah, true. But as we do get into game 2, it is do or die now for the Holy Church of Sator, trying to vie for a lock-in to playoffs here and bring us to a game 3 in hopes of making it nice and easy for themselves. They're giving themselves the most difficult path possible to try and get through. But anything interesting runes-wise we're seeing pop up? Not really. Maybe Phase Rush on the slate. I know it's a favorite, but nothing too interesting, right? No lethal tempo, so there's going to be no L9 space glide coming from the Twitch. It's going to be very single target focused. But yeah, everything seems normal enough.
Thoughts on AP Twitch coming out one day?
I don't think AP Twitch is incredible. I think recent buffs to it have made it a little more viable, but I think as a jungler, maybe in the bot lane, I don't think it's as good. We'll see what Yuumi wants to go for, considering their name is Yuumi Throne. Maybe they do have some special Twitch duo synergy that they've done before as the Yuumi. But yeah, like the main thing is that Tate is the sub here for Holy Church Sator, and absolutely want to see Tate step up this time around and really put it to Random Capitals, who is possibly the strongest mid in this group, I would say. From what we've seen anyway, I think Random Capitals is probably the strongest. But I would love to see Tate step up this time around and really put some work in. As
I think we just seen, like, last game the trades are fine, but Tate just fell super far behind in the CS battle, and I'm curious to see if that will be different this game, or if we're going to see more roams to capitalize on falling behind on CS. Maybe, like, get some good roam timing in, follow up with Nocturne, get some good sign lane pressure, help that Senna and Nautilus lane out, or even just try to get Trundle stronger into that Mundo, which I feel like is just going to be a killless lane for the most part.
Yeah, as we do see an invade also coming through from Dwami Poppy, which should have been picked up by the jungle main here. As they didn't notice anything about that, as Pantheon started on the bot side of Holy Church of Sator and took two camps.
That's actually insane. From
Could be, with the late ward coming from Tate, it could be a very easy pickup here for Endivine to go in.
Why is he still level 2?
Because he recalled and went top. He took 2 camps only.
What's up, the Raptors? Oh.
He took Gromp and Blue Buff from Endivine.
Oh, okay, I see that. I see that. For some reason, I thought he invaded top side, and my brain was off. We do see a fight maybe breaking out over that Raptor pit, though, between Nautilus and Pantheon. We see Nocturne on those Raptors, but Dwami going to be able to get there in time. Here comes the Syndra as well to follow up. Gonna be able to find no Raptors at all, and that is a sad day for Divine. If I'm a jungle right now, I'm mauled in.
But it is a power farming Nocturne, so it isn't like the end of the world. It isn't a large camp advantage for Pantheon. They might be able to get more from that, but with the relative safety of each of their lanes, they should have an okay time. As remember, add 12% as always, which still gives PTH the lead, but Rev non-effect. Maths. Quick maths.
Yeah, of course. It ups it by what, like 10%?
12.
So they're still down by like.
They're still down. I said that. I said PTH are still leading, but we have to remember there's 12%. But one thing I will say is that with the relative safety of the lanes coming from the side of the Holy Church of Sator, I do think they have an okay kind of start regardless of that for Endivine, as they don't really need to force themselves to invade or take bad trades. They can just continue to spam full clears until they hit that level 6. It will be delayed, and Dwami Poppy will be very, very happy to pick up those advantages, but in the long run, don't think it's going to change too much.
He's going for that Gromp, but it is going to be sent out Nautilus to meet him at that Gromp. His bot lane not able to follow up right now, still too busy clearing that wave. We are seeing Braum walk over. Nautilus still just on Raptor. Syndra walking over as well now. I think that means a bye-bye Gromp for Nocturne. Nocturne scouting that's going to go check his blue side. He might be able to find that blue buff. Dwami able to claim it for sure. think Nocturne, though. Nocturne might be able to get that blue buff, and that it would be a pretty sexy steal from the Nocturne. Gromp also spawning now.
That was a little bit of a risky hook thrown out there, but yeah, it is a decent pickup for them, and they might be able to get the Gromp off the back of that one. I don't think top is diveable. I think it still is a very close to level 6 Mundo. He should get it off this wave.
Oh, oh nope, we're doing the proxy, but this time it's significantly worse. Raven might be griefing a little bit. Down to almost no HP. Here comes Dwami. Bye-bye, Raven. That's gonna be first blood over to PTH. I don't know what we were thinking there. Now Divine is going to be caught in a rock and a hard spot. Probably going to be forced to flash. Flashes over the wall. Can Random find a stun on this? A lot of damage going out. Divine able to use that speed to try to get further away. Is Random going to be able to find it? There's going to be the ult going forward. The kill not found yet. Misses the shove, but one auto is going to do it as Random Capitals find a kill. What a big capitalization from PTH. TP now coming. Tate has shown up, but it's now a 3v2. Fozzie going to be subjugated. Raven, though, now caught between 3 of them, is trying to find any damage he can, but it's not. He's splitting targets, is able to find Fozzie. That's going to be the reset on the health, but he's still going to go down. There's going to be Feats of Warfare over to PTH as Dwami gets 2 kills. Ramdam gets a kill. Sator, how we feeling?
I still believe. Never stop believing. Always believe in my boys. It's tough, but Tate. Oh, Tate.
Oh, that's a
Tate,
huge
Tate,
shot.
Tate, Tate,
Random
Tate,
going to go down. Tate able to survive, but Dwami finds the spear. The Comet Spear is going to bring it to 4-2, and Dwami looking like the final boss again on this Pantheon.
He's back to 3-0, but it doesn't matter. Mid-diff, Tate wins that one. All credit to Tate getting that kill. Coming in as a solo, taking a solo kill. I'll absolutely love to see it, but and Divine now in the spot side, they're going to get one stun.
The stun on Andromeda. There's going to be a follow-up from Revnon. There's going to be the fear as well, and the pull. There is no chance of Anthedonia getting away, right? Nope, he does. Whenever I think someone's going to die, just assume they're going to live.
Yeah, I think that's the story here for all of us, as Golden has been explaining that to Loki the whole time as well. Is like, no one dies, don't worry about it. But I think the most important thing about that is they do burn some summoners in the bot side. They do manage to drop that heal as well, so there's always the opportunity for something to happen for them in that bot side. Maybe reset for it. Yeah, level 6.
Oh, it is going to be a little bit of a stun from Random here. Still not going to be able to find anything specifically just yet.
I thought I was seeing the Pantheon like get ready for the ult there, and I was like, oh, I'll sit back, because knowing Tate has no flash, it should have been a nice easy pickup. As we do see,
he's coming on the bot. He is going to find it right on the center, who also doesn't have flash. Bye-bye, Data. That's going to be a negative analysis over here as Dwami going to be 4-0.
Yeah, that is just the effect of a Pantheon.
Oh, there's going to be the darkness coming out. Bye-bye. The Random Tate barely hanging on. Random trying to get the full unleashed power out, but it isn't going to be able to find the kill for Tate. It is now 5-3. It is a very close match still. We do see Divine trying to pull some stuff back. Meanwhile, Raven on the top side beating up Fozzie. We're seeing the CS gap start to form in this top side.
Yeah.
It's going to be started here.
I'm a little bit worried now, because this is a different kind of speed we've seen from game 1, where it's not as controlled, and it is PTH kind of making more plays on the map, with Pantheon getting those advantages, is getting to places first, and so Raven's mistaken the top side with the proxy, thinking that, hey, there's a good chance that with my Nocturne there, I have the prio, not actually seeing Dwami Poppy head up towards that top side, and it does change things, but it will be a nice and easy grub take here for them, with the Drake now being started, so a little bit ahead on the timing, as Drake usually does spawn first, and usually is taken well before grubs, so there is a lull there for the Pantheon in terms of jungle objectives and jungle pathing and getting those camps, as we see Nocturne speed up now, but we'll still pick up the Drake for free. Nothing's going to happen off the back of that one. And it is going to be an AP Twitch, which actually kind of scares me in a way, because I just don't think it's as strong as a full Rat-a-tat.
I'm not going to lie, I said it for the meme. To see it actually come out makes me very happy. I think that's hilarious. I think with how far ahead Pantheon is, though, you have enough AD to go AP Twitch and be chilling.
Yeah, I think, yes, there is, but it is just the Pantheon, really. And if Pantheon, although it is currently ahead, if it didn't get ahead, is the Pantheon going to be enough to get through the likes of a stacked up Trundle using Subjugate
God, no.
and Revnon. So Tate.
Oh, there's going to be the Weaver's Wall. Darkness going to come out as well, trying to avoid the knockup, but it's going to be too little too late as the Pillar's going to spell the end, and Divine claims his first kill on the map. We are seeing the Holy Church of Sator definitely pulling a lot back, and there's just so many invades happening in this jungle. Divine going to be going over to that blue buff. Gromp up as well. Tate going to be following him. I don't know if they're going to go for that Wolves at all. If we do, we are going to see a match here, as Divine is going to be following the same timing as Pantheon. Are we seeing the Wolves? Probably not. It does look like he's going to be over that Gromp, but Pantheon is going to meet him there, and he has nobody right now on his team to be near him. He might be forced to expend that flash. Here comes Dwami. Dwami's going to find him at this grub. Not the grub, the Gromp. Big grub, big, handsome, froggy grub.
It's a very discolored grub.
Like, it's a grub who hasn't eaten in a few days, you know? Or
It hasn't been in the void in a while. It has been stuck in Runeterra.
Unfortunately, we all hate that. Oh, nice little knock up there from Tate. He is going to get stunned from the Scab of the Week. There's going to be Dreamy coming in. There's the Unleashed Power, and bye-bye to Tate. As Syndra's going to be able to pick up another kill. Meanwhile, the bots and Revnon going to be using that depth charge and knock up Yuumi, but Yuumi able to flash through, finds Daedra. Revnon still trying to find the kill on Antonia, is able to find it with the with the Grand Starfall coming through. We are going to be able to see Yuumi pick up another kill on Revnon. It's a 2-for-1 trade in that bot lane.
Yeah, that poison tick down coming through from the Twitch just finishes off Data in the end. But Revnon does manage to trade one back with that full AP. Nautilus now slowly getting online. Tears beginning to stack. Heading into that Leandre, Zuzusi, Sir Raven still just going for plates and is doing the opposite of the push, is trying their very best to deal with Fozzie Bear as Sir Raven is getting TP'd on.
TP coming. Here's going to be Antidote. Yeah, the Subjugate not up, and he is going to fall because of that. Had he had Subjugate, this might have been a great play. He's still alive. Holy crap. But it is going to be Fozzie Bear who picks up the kill on Sir Raven. Sir Raven, every time he's going for these plays, he is dying.
Say it was incredible work coming through there from Sir Raven in terms of understanding Trundle's passive and just killing minions, taking minion by minion by minion just to keep that health from coming up, keep it coming up, get that healing coming through, and just really, really good play. I honestly believe if Random Capitals didn't come through there right at the end and throw that stun, there's a chance that a Chomp could have came through and maybe got Fozzie Bear. So a lot more to see from this Trundle in the future, although it's looking a little bit dire with a 1-3-1. They've gotten their plates. They've got a good bit of static gold going into them. So there's always that chance that something can happen. But the TP as well from the Braum. There's a lot of help up there.
Yeah, it doesn't look like... we're going to see anything in that bot. I thought maybe we were going to see a bit of a fight. But yeah, the Trundle... It's interesting because he takes fights well. It's overplaying when I think he wasn't expecting anyone to follow up because we had just seen the bot fight happen on the map. Had he had Subjugate, he definitely wins that, and then the tide is definitely going to turn for Holy Church. But without that Subjugate, I feel like Trundle is just having a hard time into that window. There's going to be the Darkness and the Weaver's Wall. They do find their way back to the turret, but it might be a perfect dive right now for Holy Church of Sator. There is going to be the Spray and Pray activated on the Yuumi. He's able to do enough damage to push them away, and they're not going to find anything from that 4v2 trade.
They burn everything but the heals, barriers, and everything in between, keeping that Twitch alive. Will send HCAS back as Data now, trying the very best, but oh no.
Dwami going to try to find a jump onto Revnon. Is he going to be able to find it? The shield vault is charged, loaded, and ready. He is able to find it, but that's going to be the dredge line over to the wall. Great job by Revnon being able to get his dredge line out and then a flash out of that. Really impressive to survive that low key.
Stress watching everything every single time Revnon's on my stream. I just stress a little bit.
Raven might try to get that first turret right here. That Demolish is going to fight it now. It should be a free kill for him as the Subjugate goes through. There is no TPs up right now for PTH to be able to stop this. However, I think Raven's going to let him go. The flash goes through. And now, I think Raven might just be your split push god for this match. That might be his one and only role.
Yeah, if you can't win bot with a top laner, just win top with a top laner. Get the tower, keep pushing, take it down. That's all you really need, and it's working out for them so far. They've got the first tower in the top side, a little bit of a CS lead, and they don't need to move Trundle around because the Mundo matchup is just fine for them. But we do see Dwami Poppy will pick up that second Drake of the game, which we will see spawn into a cloud. And go on, make your spiel.
Cloud Drake, the single greatest dragon to ever grace God's Green Summoner Rift. It is beautiful. You go fast. You're basically playing Sonic the Hedgehog. And let's see the champions there. We have a Twitch who spray and pray will go crazy with Cloud Soul. We have a Pantheon who can just run out and stun whoever is running away from his ult. And we have a Mundo. And I love Cloud Soul with Mundo. Get me some boots of swiftness, get them upgraded, get me some beautiful Cloud Soul, get me that ult going, and then Data just doesn't stand a chance. He's just doomed. Meanwhile, the spray and pray and the knockup, but Revnon doing so much damage, he is able to find Data. Here's going to become the Grand Starfall, though, from the Pantheon. It is a 2-for-1 trade. Oh my god, the Venom gets it. This Yuumi is starting to look strong.
We gotta start. We have to start calling Yuumi Throne YT. Rift Herald will be procced in the top side as Sir Raven is saying no to everything else that's happening on the map as they just want to rush this one down.
It's gonna be Karachi. He might find the T2 actually. The
He
grabs are gonna do it for him. There's
Trust.
the T2. He's probably going to die, but it is a T2 turret. The Subjugate gonna go through. Here comes the Weaver Wall actually. It's huge. Divine's there as well. It's huge. The Subjugate still on Fozzie. Fozzie trying to use that ultimate to stay alive as maximum dosage goes crazy, but not crazy enough. Sir Raven going to be able to find the kill on Fozzie. Yuumi coming through at the end there. Rem Capital and Anthrodonia able to get away. But what a cleanup today from Divine and Tally. Oh god, here comes Dwami. We overstayed for the Gromp.
3 times, Divine. 3 times on that Gromp you've been contested, and twice you've died, and twice you've lost Flash. Please stop going there. That Gromp is your worst enemy. Sorry.
Who's the biggest enemy of the Church of Sator? Blue Gromp. Tate, though, going to be in a fight right now from Yuumi. Who's going to win it? He's low on mana, he's low on health, he's low on money, and he's low on bitches, and he's out of there.
Just about. Tate managed to survive. Tate slowly becoming my MVP right now. Absolutely loving that Tate is just trying to get around the map, trying to be as impactful as possible, from dormant Ari to absolutely stellar to Leah play. Very happy to see that switch up come true, and we're starting to get into a kind of a rhythm here where like the gold lead isn't increasing for all the kills they have. The Holy Church of Sator is just doing better on that push.
He finds the T1 though. Can he find Yuumi? He's not going to. It's interesting because Holy Church has all this static gold, and then PTH has all these kill gold. The only big problem I'm really seeing from Holy Church of Sator is, one, most of your gold's on Trundle, and almost none of it's on Senna, but it's okay because it's farming, fasting Senna, whatever. The big problem, though, is the dragon. The dragons, there's 2 dragons already right now from PTH. The third one spawning in a minute and 50 seconds.
Does that bother you if you think, oh my god, it's a Trundle and we're playing sides when you go purple only?
No.
You have grubs. You took Rift Herald.
No, probably
you got
not.
2 towers top already. And mid tower. And bot tower.
You have a point there.
So look at the numbers at the top, right? So look at the numbers at the top. You see gold, and then beside them, there's numbers for the Holy Church of Sator. There's no numbers there for PTH.
Yeah, it is those 4 towers taken. You got the grubs. You have a good point there. I am curious why. I guess Trundle's going top right now because that dragon spawning in a minute 15. Atacon's going to be spawning too shortly. Does Atacon do anything if it's not dragon or bear?
What?
What's Atacon? My brain's blank. One moment.
You know what you need to do? Go pull up a Wikipedia and go read what Atacon does.
I literally did that. I'm like, wait a minute.
And read it out to our lovely viewers that understand that you told me earlier you finally hit Diamond and then lied to me and say it was Marvel Rivals.
I said it was Marvel Rivals. I did hit Diamond
like
in
10
Marvel
seconds.
Rivals. I understand how that game works. God, it's a lot of words. You get it's a lot of words. Anyways, dragon spawning in 30 seconds here. My brain, look, sometimes my brain shuts off. It happens. Here's going to come darkness from Nocturne. Not going to be able to find anything right now.
Yeah, I think that was used more of a deterrent than anything else, as we do see that the Twitch is attempting to get something on the Revenant, but that drag was perfect, gets away from the knock-up. Brom's ult will be used as Tate, trying to step in to help their team, does take half a health bar worth of damage in that small trade coming from the Pantheon, which should open up a Drake for them for free on this side. As the information is known that Nocturne is there as well, so I had to put on my Leo Skelpy voice there for a second. We do see the TP coming back out from Tate. The wall shouldn't be used here. They're not getting there.
No, this might just be a fight, though, if they want to take it. It is going to be a walk-in. They're trying to walk out a bit. Divine going to be split from his team here. It is a 4v4. Trundle pushing that top side. It's a big fight. There's going to be the ultimate coming from Senna. It's a stun. There goes Random. Anthrodomia going to be the next to fall, but Yumi got the spray and pray onto multiple of them. He does go down, though. Dwami able to get away. Top side, Trundle is eating their base alive. There's going to be the inhib from Sir Raven as he stays on top of Fozzie. Is he able to find the Fozzie kill as well? He's not going to be able to. He is able to force a flash out of it. They don't get to... Oh my god, he finds him! He's going for the towers! It is going to be Pantheon. He's going to get there, but is he going to be able to get one? Is he going to be able to get one, ladies and gentlemen? He's going to find it!
That's my boy, Raven. That's my boy. Just put the fear of God in them. But overall, I have to say, in that last fight, if we do get a replay of it, Tate gets the pull back onto the Syndra, which completely changes the shape of that fight. As soon as Syndra is unlocked and on it, the rest of the team just walk forward menacingly. You can hear the Brazilian funk music as they walk straight into that pit and one by one dissect PTH. They may have got the Drake, but they lost Tier 3 tower, a Nexus tower, inhib, and a lot of their dignity in that Dragon Pit.
Yeah, they're playing for the Cloud Soul. It will definitely help them, but they lost a lot off that fight. They're now heavily on the defensive. Atacon is spawned. Baron will be spawning in 3 minutes. And they have that top inhib down. Meanwhile, Trundle is winning every single fight against Fozzie Bear.
There's nothing they can do about it if we do. So this was the start of the fight, so this is when they fully opened up and fully got the reset. But Bromult was used here, which is one of their best tools to stop that walk forward, and Tate does take a lot of damage here on the other side of things. Does get very, very hurt. But as we fly through the rest of this, as Atacon is being started on live, with no response so far, as there is still Sir Raven in that bot side. As this fight starts, you have to remember there's no Bromult available. There's no Skies Descend as well from Pantheon, so there's no quick resets on where they want to be. And although the TP comes out from Tate here, from what I can remember, they say we can just fight this. They're in the Drake pit. The flash is available, but here we go. Random Capitals setting up, gets a very nice stun. But Tate steps in, gets the launch back, and they just walk at Random Capitals. There's nothing Syndra can do, as it's 1, 2, take the Brom, 3 onto the Twitch. And it's just nice and systematic from them. They might have lost Revenant on the way, but they pick up a lot more off it, and I'll take it.
Yeah, it is a big play over to the side right now of Holy Church of Sator. They were also able to pick up that Atacon off screen. So, lots of objectives right now thrown over to Holy Church of Sator. The only thing that Dragon up in 2 minutes, it is that soul. It is that coveted Cloud Soul.
EDH got Atacon.
Wait, but it was red surrounding the pit.
Yeah, well, we didn't get to fully see what happened, but we can see the upgraded... Oh, no, sorry, they didn't. I'm trying to see the flowers. Yeah, it must have been HCOS that got it. Or maybe I was looking at the wrong flowers on the wrong person. I just have flower numbers, but it's the easiest way to tell on this one is we'll see an all-in coming in from Endivine. The wall will actually cut off Tate from the rest of their team, but they get enough on Random Capitals. Dwami Poppy will finally fall.
Dwami is able to get away. Dwami is unkillable. Dwami never dies.
Okay, they did get Atacon. Thank you, production, for correcting me there. Since I saw the flowers on someone, I was like, that doesn't seem right. But it will go over to HCOS. So yeah, they get 1 kill. They get a little bit of splash damage. They get to pick up all those roses to help boost their damage. But in the meantime, there was an all-in engage there. Didn't quite come off. If they've gotten the kill, there might have been a lot more done from that. But look, all eyes on Sir Raven and where they want to go next, as they want to just be forcing waves in permanently. And Right now, it's just set up for the strike. Soul is on the table. 35 seconds.
The dragon up in 30. It is going to be Holy Church of Sator who get to it first.
Do they have the setup for it? Do they have the wards?
Trundle going to be at the fight for the first time in this. There's a huge knockback. Darkness going to go forward. It goes right on top of Pantheon. Finally, Dwami going to fall to the Nocturne, and that should secure them Dragon pretty freely.
Should get them Dragon pretty freely, as we also know that BLG are going to take game 2 against FlyQuest and go 1-1 in their series, and hopefully the same will happen here for the Holy Church of Sator as this fight is breaking out. Revenon in the middle of it all.
On Anthedonia. Data going to be able to find Anthedonia. Sir Raven on top of Random going to find the kill as well. Yumi going to go down next. Fuzzy Bear all by himself. Nowhere to run, nowhere to go, except the gray screen. TP going to come out from Trundle. They are looking to put an end to this match and bring us to a game 3. Trundle running straight to that inhib with tail, and they're going to look to end it. 6 seconds on Dwami. It is Dwami's defense against the Holy Church of Sator. Is he going to be able to find it? The wall going to go forward here. Tries to block him off, isn't able to. That one turret right now stands between the game and Holy Church of Sator. The pillar going to go forward, knocks him out of tower range. Dwami trying to run back. Is he going to be able to? He's able to make it far enough. Finds the shutdown right now onto Raven. Dragon still up. That might have been a bit of a throw. FlyQuest versus BLG, as Sator said as well, 1-1 right now.
It is a 1-1 right now as Tate is putting decent damage into Pappy, but it's decent, but it's tickly. It's not quite enough as they're now starting to ping onto that Drake, as it's going to be a reset fight onto that Drake as Endivine. This Gromp is your worst enemy. Why are you taking this right now? Recall. We need you at Drake. Don't be at the Gromp. No.
That Gromp is not how this loves works. That Gromp.
He finally gets it without dying or burning his flash, which is great, but we also want you to be at this Drake fight because we don't want to see a repeat of the last time where it's just Brazilian funk music as you kill everyone. You don't want them to get this Drake in the first place.
If all 5 of them are there, it's big. Because Fozzie's going to be the last to get there, but they are burning that dragon. It looks like they're pulling off last second, though. There's darkness. It is found. The Cloud Soul is found as they jump onto the Nocturne. Meanwhile, it is going to be Random who's caught in a rock and a hard spot, going to go down immediately. Andromeda trying to get out of there. Fozzie Bear trying to help him, but it's going to still cost Andromeda his life. It is just Yumi and Fozzie Bear. Can they make the defense? It looks like we're going to be seeing Holy Church of Sator going straight to that. No, they're going to look for the end here, maybe. They're deciding between Baron and that T3 turret. We have Trundle pushing that bot wave. Is it going to be enough between Yumi at Throne and Fozzie Bear to keep this game alive?
Yeah, there's a hope here that is Twitch fully opening up, but here comes
Spray and Pray is
up.
There's going to be the depth charge. There's the dredge line. They do find the Talia. There's going to be another kill over as Yumi goes down. So does Divine. It's 3 down right now. Fozzie Bear still alive, but it's just that turret up. They're going to find the triple inhib here for sure, but Androsia is trying to come. They're going to let Sir Raven and Data get away, but they have no inhibs left between them and their one Nexus turret.
Although they have the middle inhib and tower.
Oh, wait.
They have plenty to work with. They still have plenty to work with.
I thought that fell.
No, that did not. No, it is still up. It is still available. It's still in good condition as it is now. Baron looking like it's on the menu. They like to fight underneath it. That's just how they play. Just don't bully them.
Holy Church of Sator is wild for that.
Crazy. But we do see now that items have been completed across the board. Nearly 3 items on all, but we do have a broken stopwatch on the Twitch, so that Sonya's is not yet completed. They are going to try and force for that before any Baron fights. They're going to need that to stop the madness that is Revenon dropping depth charges and Divine trying to ult directly onto them. So they're even just going to straight up say, nope, that jungle camps are no longer yours. They are now mine. And Twitch is going to do the very best to hog all resources in this position as they asked for, I can tell just from the ADC inside me, they asked for that Raptor, the big one. But there is a little bit of a Fnatic cheese bush being started off here as they're trying to get something going, but it is very, very defensive and calm coming out from PDH. They don't want to walk in blind.
They're walking down back to to their base. It is lots of waves coming into them, lots of gold coming into them from these minions, but it's still about a 4,000 gold gap right now from the whole Sator. Walking to that Baron, ready to take that Baron. It could very well be a Baron, and I don't know if Phantom Troupe are able to survive a Baron push at this point.
Maybe there's always that hope. The more AP damage and wave clear you have, the better.
Right now.
So Twitch Syndra, there's always that hope, but it's Sir Raven. It's that Sir Raven diff that is just going to make the difference.
Dwami's here with Antidonia. Is he going to look for the steal? There's the ult coming through. The Grand Starfall. It's at 3,000. It's at 2,000. No, he is not able to steal it. The smite comes early. They are going to be able to find Divine. There's a big fight in this pit. Are they going to be able to find anything else? Meanwhile, Trundle is in their base, taking their base. It is looking like it's going to be a game. The TP going to go over to Fozzie Bear, but it's too little, too late. Holy Church of Sator going to pick up the game from an underdog position here, as it's 1-1 in this series.
I never doubted them, never for a second. So Raven is just built different and is just built to take towers. Absolutely exceptional work, and even at the end they looked like they could team fight so easily with that comp. And big ups to Tate coming into that game too after a very quiet game. One comes through and was everywhere on the map, was making differences, key pushbacks as well in very, very important moments. Big shout out to Tate for that one. And the Holy Church of Sator, they victorious in game 2. We're going to go to a game 3, and how many champions does Revenon have left?
Oh god, how many random melee picks can he bring to that ADC role? To be fair, this game was fairly standard. But Raven might have had a couple weird plays early, but he was the absolute GOAT this game. I'd say by far the MVP, and I mean Tate also had some great performances in this match.
Oh yeah, but like they came together. They came together in congregation and prayer, and it's that faith, that's the belief. Every single one of them believed in each other, and you have to make church jokes. You have to do this, but overall, great game from them. And PDH, for all the control they had in lanes and all the advantages they picked up in kills, their macro lacked this time around, which was something that was so strong in the previous one. So I feel like there might be a little bit of a change in their draft as well in terms of how they want to play around this. But we will be back in just a few moments. Please don't go anywhere.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Game 3 of the Church of Sator taking on Phantom Troupe Hisoka, and I like my nipple.
Yeah, we had very interesting chats in the back, as we always do in our lovely green room. But Studio has been overjoyed with the fact that we are going to a game 3 where with the HCOS and the PTH showdown, which has seen a lot of champions disappear now from Revenon's pool. So I'm very interested to see what Revenon can pull out here, as we will see, hopefully, Tate continue on their form as they've built it up true, and maybe we'll see some mid lane domination coming true. Well, also on the other side, we do have MSI on at the moment, which is absolutely crazy because it's 1-1 between BLG and Fly Quest. Do it for the trees, the sea, and everything in between. I have to support NA while I'm here. But so Raven last game is something we have to talk about because that pushing power was crazy.
Yeah, that pushing power from Raven was insane. I kind of just want to see another split push comp with the Church of Sator. I feel like just
Tryndamere.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's run the Tryndamere. Let's run Garen even. Like I'm cool with like something split pushy. I think would go insane. Yorick, if Yorick's unbanned.
I haven't
You
seen
can flex the Yorick between
in a
Revenon
while,
and him.
though. Like Yorick's one of those champions that like seems to fall apart whenever I'm watching. But I do have to be honest, right? The more you ban out from Revenon now, the less you can control what happens down here. It's like a catch-22. Like if you give him a set or a Cho'Gath or one of the ones you've taken away previously, would that not be like leading him into that pick and give you a better opportunity to counter that pick?
But what if he just doesn't pick it? Also, like, since when do we not ban people's main? You know what I mean? Like, they're a main for a reason. Otherwise,
I think I'd like to go because, like, whenever I play tournaments, I don't ban people's one tricks because you know what they're going to pick it, so you just pick a comp that works against it in a way. Like if I know that someone's, we'll take Cho'Gath one trick. You just take a Varus bot lane, and you'll be able to deal with that Cho'Gath later on. And you take like a very very strong mid laner with burns, and you kind of play around it. So I'd rather take away meta picks that can shake up a game a lot quicker. So they have taken away the Hui this time, which leaves open. Which of the ones was it that they're leaving open?
It does look like we're going to see the Aurora come out from the Church of Sator so far. Which pick did he leave open?
I am trying to think. I don't think it was a Silas.
Silas coming out into the Aurora. How do you feel about that matchup, Sid?
It is really, really Aurora favored. We've seen it at Worlds before. It is, if you make a mistake as capitals, it will be very, very easy for Tate. Urgot was the one left open. Urgot was left open.
So Urgot ADC?
Maybe. But yeah, it is very, very favored in terms of the mid lane. That could also be bot.
Pusher. Oh.
No, that could be Revenon's pick. So Aurora is going to have a very, very fun time in that mid lane. So eyes on Tate.
What do you go with Darius bot? I don't like the Church of Sator comp so far.
Why not?
It just, I
think if you go for Tam Kench, Darius bot lane.
What?
Yeah.
What?
I think that would be absolutely crazy.
What in the ancient rune book are you trying to get them to pull out?
Or actually, wait a minute.
And is that a volley jungle or top?
Volibear jungle, 100%. Okay, wait a minute.
Maybe I don't understand this video game.
I'm thinking Bard, maybe.
You're thinking Bard. You're thinking Darius Bard. Why?
Because you can isolate targets for Darius's dunk.
The goal here is to stun one guy, isolate him, start the Darius dunk combo, and then have Darius dunk.
And then raid boss. Or think of it this way, there's a team fight happening and you can hit it onto more. That's
what
the
the
on top.
Huh?
Volibear jungle, that's the on top. I believe in data. I believe in data 100%. Jax.
What is happening?
That's too much AP. So that can't be Seraphine APC then.
Your problem is the too much AP and not this. What is
They playing
this?
Jack's bot?
What is
Are they
actually?
playing
Wait,
Revnon
no.
into
What is
Revnon?
that?
They're playing Revnon into Revnon.
Huh? What is this drop?
Is PTH a believer in the Church of Sator?
So
Do
it's
they buy into the Bruiser bot lane?
what am I looking at? Surely
I'm
that's a
loving this.
Seraphine. That's a Seraphine APC.
There's not a single ADC in sight. A single
ADC is a
ADC.
dead roll.
It is a dead roll, and this is like
What is this draft? I don't. Rivers Shen jungle. Screw it. Give me.
no, there's no way that's Gragas bot, right, for the Darius counter.
It has to be Gragas jungle.
Oh my God, it
nope,
is.
it's Jack's jungle. What is going on? I don't. As a Seraphine support into 4 bruisers, there is literally 2 people on the map with ranged attacks. It is Aurora and Seraphine.
Bard. Be stupid. Don't be stupid. Don't.
Okay,
We have a tough enough draft to try and break down.
Bard barely counts.
Do you remember when Riot took away Brawl? Holy Church of Sator took that personally. We took that personally.
Then they brought back Arena.
Oh, that sucks. Arena sucks compared to Brawl. Brawl was absolutely exceptional, but this is what I love about the Holy Church of Sator. Sometimes you win a game, you lose a game, stuff happens. Then what you do is you grab the other team, drag them to your level and say, play the Revnon way. And now we're seeing Yumi Throne playing Gragas bot lane. We've dragged them down into the ADC sucks, and we're just going to play it this way instead. I absolutely adore it.
I don't even know like what to say or think.
Don't
Like-
just enjoy.
I
Just
actually
enjoy it.
Well, we're gonna get into game 3. It is the weirdest comps I have seen in Vanquisher thus far.
And you're jealous.
We will say, for those who haven't tuned into the Titan Esports 2 stream, Chi-Town Berserkers did beat True Minded Gaming Paladins, and we're already getting an engagement here from Ramdom and Tate.
They're just starting this off, getting a little bit of damage down, and this is where we're going to see the Aurora really put down their flavor. This is what Aurora is very, very good at. Anything that wants to try and get on you, you have that back pedal, you have the ability to set yourself up for a very, very nice damage spike, damage burst. Aurora very, very good into Silas. Now, Silas's ult selections here are a little bit interesting because Volibear is good. That's fine, and Bard can be very, very influential. It's a very, very impactful ult. Darius ult, you've no way of stacking it. The Aurora ult is very good to steal, but it needs those burn effects to really kind of accelerate its damage. And the own one just sends you into the backline, which could be very, very dangerous. So Silas's choices are not the best they could be, but I am interested to see Data's Bard. I think a good support can play Bard like a menace, and that's really what we want to.
Well, there's going to be a double stun. That was a nice stun.
Chef's kiss. Mickey X is ratatouilleing
We
on
do see
Data right
Random
now.
Capitals a level down, still going into the trade with Tate, losing a lot of health from it.
We believe
And
in
here
Tate.
comes the minion wave. He lost that. He lost 2 minions so far. We're counting the minion losses. This Pro Comps draft is the only one where PTH hasn't been 20% up.
You have to add the 12%, which puts HCOS at 54%.
If you've ever watched wrestling, I feel like you're Scott Steiner. And his
no, I
math
haven't, but I'm going
promo.
to take that as a compliment.
He has a math promo where he somehow adds to 189%.
Yeah, I believe it. I believe it.
That's what I feel like you do with you're like so then you have to carry the one because they're afraid of Revnon, so it adds an extra 12.7%. and then you carry the fact that they're playing double bruisers, which they're not comfortable with. So you carry the 8%, and H-Co's actually has a 188% chance to win.
Yeah, makes sense to me. That's good math.
Just making sure we're on the same page with this one. Oh, he missed the cannon!
No, it's fine. Tate's got this. Don't worry about it. Tate's...
No, Random missed the cannon.
Oh, even better. Wonderful. Rep my boys, HGOs, Holy Church of Sator, gang. Amen. And all that stuff. But Endvine now in the spot side was looking towards some sort of engaged gank, trying to get something off, but will end up just giving over that Scuttle Crab to Dwami Poppy, who has had a stellar series so far, has been absolutely dominating with 2 3-0s under 6 minutes. So very interested to see what the plan is going to be for Dwami Poppy this time around, as it is going to be a straight transfer over to that top crab, wanting to double crab here onto Endvine, which is... Oh, he's actually going to give it up. So we're going to see the very same that we saw last time, just trade-offs on this one. It's a respectful jungling.
How is Darius... Oh, wow. He just got a huge pull. The Decimate going to go off. There's going to be the big tubby slam, though, from Gragas and his keg. How do you farm in this lane as Darius and survive?
It's going to be a... Right, okay. Darius is going to have a very good time if it gets to those later stages when Raid Boss is activated and Sterix is up and available. I just think Revenon needs to get through these early stages and maybe on the first Drake pick something up in terms of a kill, maybe 2 assists, get a little bit of extra gold, and we might see Revenon fully unlocked. I just think a little bit of an advantage will give Revenon a mile or a kilometer for us EU people.
So we're saying 1 kill and he gets a kilometer and is able to like go far with it. You know, like win
I think so.
Random Capitals here is taking so much damage. He is also someone I see like he's taking so much damage in these trades. He's so gankable if Volibear is able to hit that level 6. But Dwami gonna pass through mid here, give Random a chance to like get some minions down. Fozzie Bear right now also in control in the top side as that Shen has hit level 6. Maybe we start seeing some stuff happen from PTH.
Yeah, maybe. I think they need to start moving around the map now and trying to get the control that we saw before with good vision, good macro senses, and constantly applying pressure with that Jax. I know Jax takes a little while to scale, but it is still strong. And with that lethal tempo, we could see something if they get enough stacks, if they keep rolling. But it is into a lethal tempo Volibear, so it's first hit and who gets those resets faster. I'm interested to see how that first fight will go. I think that will open up and give us a good idea of how everything's going to go. And right now we're going to see still high prio in that bot side coming through from Revenon and Data in this matchup.
A Decimate going to go to Yumi.
Better.
He's got 3 hits in to try to get the bleed out, but there's going to become Dwami. Revenon going to be forced to ghost away here. Is he going to get very far? It's not looking great. The Decimate's going to give him a ton of healing, but he is not going to survive this encounter. Can he find a kill in return? The flash into the bush. There's the Decimate. Revenon is playing this crazily, but he isn't able to find the kill. Can Dwami get the stun, the flash forward from Data? The Ignite not going to do enough damage. It looks like Data has just sacrificed his life for nothing in return, as Dwami is able to find the kill.
Regardless of how it went, the micro in those seconds and decisions and everything was really, really good. Just that don't have the damage, it didn't have the reset. Better timing coming out from the side of PTH, and a great gank coming through from Dwami Poppy, who has been on fire this series. As we do see Sir Raven, slight advantages up in this top side as they are getting some work done on this Yone, which I think everyone knows is a terror of a pick.
I haven't seen too many Yones in recent time, but I just remember how broken that champ was on launch.
Launch, it is still a little bit broken. Give it enough time, space, and items, and it will still dominate as Endvine has the ult to turn off the tower.
Oh, there's a huge ult from the Volibear, but it is going to be Dwami with the counter-strike coming in to prevent a death from Fozzie Bear, able to scare them off. Stormbringer not going to do as much work as they were hoping. Here comes the capital on Fates and Seal, going to be used. Doesn't hit anybody, but it gets him closer to Raven. Raven low on health. Does have his own Fates and Sealed ready to go. It's going to go, but Fozzie Bear able to flash away. Going to dash right back to his body. As Anhedonia is here. I can never say that name, man.
Yeah, it is a tough name to call out in these moments, but a really good roam to help assist in that. Nothing picked up by either side, though, as no one's died, no objectives being started, but a good dive, a good response, a good secondary response then coming from the Holy Church of Sator, and they just going to look for a little bit more damage onto Dwami Pop. Never mind, not a little bit of damage, a decent amount of damage.
A lot more damage.
Yeah.
Is kind of forcing Dwami right now off the Raptors. Meanwhile, Sir Raven in the top side here trying to get some more damage, force Fozzie to back. Isn't going to be able to find the Mortal Steel, but is able to get quite a bit of damage off. Meanwhile, Grubbies are being taken once again from the Holy Church of Sator. Dragon not started up yet here. Nowhere near being started up for that matter. And it looks like it's just going to be Furry Grubs over to the Holy Church of Sator.
Yeah, it's a good little grub take, and once again opens them up to that Sir Raven split push style of I don't care, I'm taking these towers. And with Yone, it's even with a snapback, you can snap forward, walk up to the tower, give it a few hits with a wave, and then snap back to get all that juicy distance. But at the moment, it is still a Shen. Fozzie Bear, and I'm sure most people know, Shens can be absolutely terrifying in these moments of Sir Raven. Decent work, decent hits, decent little trade.
Redon here still claiming the wave, still grabbing the cannon, still trying to scale up. Dragon, of course, spawned, but Jackson will be taking a back here as Volibear finishes clear. We do see a significant CS gap right now between Dwami Poppy and Volibear. I mean, it's made up for by the kill and the assist, but it is quite the large CS gap.
We have seen this before, though, where we have seen Endivine become a power farming jungler and just be faster at getting to those camps, while Dwami Poppy has been more forceful in ganks and trying to be impactful on the map. So we even saw it before in the Nocturne game. It was immediately picked back up even after that dreadful start. As Sir Raven, you are in a little bit of trouble here, and you just don't know it yet.
Yeah, Sir Raven trying to dash away here. Dwami is here. The Faith and Seal going to go through. He has his flash available. He is going to just be able to walk out on this one, though. All it costed him was that ultimate, as Dwami gonna just walk back into the jungle.
Okay, bot side, there was a gank there, and there was everything burned from the bot side of PTH there as heal and double flash used, which means Drake now for the taking.
And they are going to start that Drake up. Jackson, the opposite side of the map, there is no contesting. It looks like the objective feed is just going to be firmly into the pocket of Holy Church Sator. Meanwhile, they claim feats of warfare on the other side as a solo bolo comes out from Random Capitalist.
Yeah, random capitals. Capitals, not capitalist.
Do
you know what? Just venture capitalist. You've been playing too much of those games on your phone, okay? Just relax.
Apparently. Oof.
It's a good pickup. Look at it that way. It is an unexpected one, as Tate is expected to be doing better in that lane, but Ram Capitals must have got a decent little bit of damage off there, but maybe a better recall timing, as we do see that they do have more items in their inventory even after that death. So there is some things to be wondered about that one, but also the wave pushing into Tate, so they're going to take some damage even trying to get this one back under the tower, trying their very best to push that one in. They will get it, but with nothing on the map to roam for, they're just getting a push in, and that means CS advantage will go to Capitals.
Yeah, Capitals going to be looking strong. He's almost got that Roa build. Meanwhile, Sir Raven and Fozzie once again in the ever-loving top lane battle. Yumi and Donis. I've lost my point that was gonna be said today. Just off being able
to completely thrown you. Look, I think one of the things that we really have to point out now about both comps is everyone's starting to hit those level 8, 9s and starting to build up in those levels and experience. And we should start to see a lot more fighting come true, as immediately it comes through as Fozzie Bear straight onto Sir Raven. Sir Raven does get the knock up, does have grievous wounds applied to him though, as that Bramble Vest is in the inventory. So Sir Raven has to be very careful. Very, very careful. Dwami Poppy is also here.
Going to be right there. The Counter-Strike was started, but it does look like he's just going to be able to flash away. A quick flash burned from Sir Raven. Yeah, I also just looked at the meaning of Anhedonia, and it might be the funniest name I've ever read from a League player.
Is it safe?
It's the inability to feel pleasure from activities.
Oh yeah, that's all League of Legends players.
That's what I'm saying. That is brilliant. That's such a good name.
That's a name that you get after many years of having different names and hating every single one of them, and then hating the game, and then looking for a reason to hate it even more than usual.
I respect that so much.
The first account I got the Challenger was I hate e-girls.
You love e-girls, though.
Oh yeah, no, I do, but it was a bad time. It was a bad time.
E-girls, one of the League of Legends staples of Sator.
What does that mean?
I believe he has a collection of them that he began on a certain day.
Collect e-girls. That's so wild.
it's like collecting Legend of Runeterra cards. You have a Lux player here. You have hey, look, it's a full art one.
I have no idea what you mean by this.
God, I don't know, man. I don't know anymore. These drafts throw me off. The names, the pronunciations. Yuumi Throne gonna get ignited here as Fozzie Bear and Sir Raven still battling. I feel like their damage is gonna be off the charts by the end of this game. They just perma fight.
Everyone's just perma poking back and forth, and it's just nothing's actually happening, which is a nightmare for casters, because you want action, you want things to explain, and you want to be able to break things down. But when there's just been 3 kills versus all the objectives, yeah, that's it.
Really,
that's
it really is money versus stats right now, I guess. Rebnon stuck under that tower. Oh, there's gonna be a huge charm though. Barrel Toss gonna do a lot of damage. He's down to the last tick of HP. Can he get away? Yuumi thrown on his tail. The flash body slam is going to get a kill here from Yuumi.
Feet of objectives will be picked up for the side of Holy Church of Sator, though, as they will be able to get that Rift Herald in the top side. But will they lose the tower? They should, unless Tate can get something in that mid lane. I'm not sure how weak it is in the mid lane, but it is going to the bot side. So boots are available now for PTH.
It is going to be that upgrade. Meanwhile, that mid turret, Almost Falling, will break open the map for Holy Church of Sator if they can find it soon. They have the purple objective. They have the dragon objective. It is going to be that Chem take dragon up, which means it is possible we see a Hex deck sold this game.
There is a possibility as we see the Buffer of Doom. And pausing that for a quick second, as we do have dragons spawning again. We do see a rush coming down from PTH towards that bot side from Dwami Poppy, who wants to get this Infernal and starts it immediately, no hesitation.
Yeah, there isn't a whole lot of people down there to contest unless they can quickly find something on Rem Keppel. Rem Keppel going in, the Aurora all going to be popped. Bard trying to keep Antonia away from the fight. The Chemtech Dragon going to be taken, and it is going to be... What soul is it? It's the Hex Gates!
Best slows and damage. Love that.
It is going to be a battle at the bottom side of these maps now. Hex Gates open, fights are going to start happening quicker. It is going to be a very interesting rift for all these melee champions.
Yeah, I do think that it is probably a more fun version, though, as we now see a normal top lane between Gragas and Yone, as we're now going to see the rest of the possible top lane picks join, as Volibear is now here. How much better can they do it this time?
Let's see if they can finally get one to work. They do have Fates and Sealed available. They're
no, they know something's up.
There was the Stand United that went through. Fozzie Bear going to show up here, and they're all going to walk away from this. They burned the Shen ult, and that's all. That's all she wrote for that dive.
Yeah, we go back to the slower style of game. Much slower here, as we do see Bwipo now in a 1v2 as well. It's a 1v3, but Bwipo's dead. Bwipo's not surviving this. No way. Goodbye, Bwipo. As we just tune into MSI really quickly on the other side, is it's going to be a big fight on that side.
Raven and Sealed, though. Divine coming through. There's going to be the encore, but he bounces them both away with that explosive casket, and now Yuumi down to 1 HP. Can Data finish it off? He finds the shutdown. Sir Raven on the other side is going to go down to Dwami, but here comes Revnon to try to help clean things up. Can we see the Darius pop off? He's gonna find those 5 stacks. There's the ultimate, but Dwami's gonna get away.
He does manage to get away, does not bleed. Jax the Grand Master continues to stay alive. More healing coming through from Anadonia as well. And yeah, they're getting some decent damage onto this mid tower. Tate is going to end up clearing out that wave, but they will take top tower. They do get something for their troubles. But HKs, they're not that far behind when it comes to gold, but it feels like in tempo they're very far behind. Every play they seem to make doesn't go in their favor, and they can't get the kills.
No, they can't, and we want to see Darius get a kill or two here and try to get himself ahead. Bard is the only one with a kill right now. It was a shutdown kill over your support. Probably not the best feeling in the world. We're seeing some items coming out right now. We're almost at our second item stages in this match. Hextech Dragon up in 2 minutes and 30 seconds. We're going to Baron up in 6 minutes. We have Atacon spawning in a minute's time. I believe it's going to be on the... I imagine the top side of the map. Yep, there it is. It's going to spawn on that top side. Wonder what happens around this Atacon pit.
It's a good place for both teams to kind of duke it out and see how they want to play this one, because Drake won't be up for a minute after that, so there could be a chance that someone wants to trade it. Well, Atacon is so important in terms of getting XP for your team, as well as Data is going to find a...
Wami coming through that Hex Gate, going to be forced to hop away.
An interesting little choice that was made there by Dwami Poppy, who hasn't made many mistakes in this game so far, as Revenon takes the portal and Bard just doots his way around the wall, decides not to go through it, says, no, you can take that damage, I'm not your support, I'm building Bloodsong. As the game comes back to that lull, we will see the Atacon spawn. We have seen the Holy Church of Sator go for more intense takes on some of these major objectives. They go a lot faster onto them and they try to pull people to them constantly. And with Endivine's ability to permanently heal off of things, there's a very good chance that they go for this Atacon straight on spawn, and they do.
There it is. They do have Shen near to spot it out. Dragon going to be spawning in a minute, but it doesn't look like PDH can really do anything to contest this. This just looks like it's going to be a free objective over to the Holy Church of Sator.
Unless Fozzie Bear has some madness instilled in them. Yeah, but it should be a nice and easy take. No smite being used by Endivine as they want to reset fast and get over towards the Drake side of the map. As you see YT here on the Gragas.
The Riptide also popped in that top side. Sir Raven trying to keep Fozzie from being able to show up to that dragon fight here. As I wonder if we're going to see the charge come through. I'm hoping to see the charge come through. Fozzie Bear and Raven once again going to be going at it as the rest of the team sets up around this pit. Raven on top of Fozzie getting a ton of damage off right now. Holy crap. There is so much damage off on Fozzie Bear, and that Herald's now going to be crashed. Meanwhile, in the jungle, we're seeing a big fight come out. There's a counter-strike. It's going to end up on Revnon. Data trying to defend. There's going to be the glowing, oh god. There's going to be Stormbreaker coming out onto Dwami. Between Worlds is popped. A death goes through. There's going to be the first kill for the Demacian General. Revnon I don't even think he popped the ult in that fight.
No, he didn't get a chance to. He did get all the stacks onto the Gragas, but the flash away was done. But also in the top side, Fozzie Bear did get the better of Raven. And
Noxie in general.
It was... Yeah, also Noxus, yeah. But everyone ignore Romeo's lore and League knowledge. But yeah, in the top side, so Raven lost to Fozzie Bear. They did manage to get a good push off onto the bot side, a good little fight, but no Drake taken afterwards, which means there's still a lot to be done on the map in the spot side. And both teams are now going to have to revi for control. But big shout out to Tate, very nice ult, gets multiple members into it. Just that damage is still not quite there yet. But item wise, are we seeing a Rift Maker come out from that Silas? Is he going tank Silas in this one? I like it.
I guess yeah, he's about to have that extra level from the I can't Rod of Ages as well. Dragon gonna be started here by Rem Capital and Dwami Poppy. Data over the wall, maybe gonna look for a steal, gonna help Divine go through. If Divine wants to take it, he's not going to. The E goes through. It is gonna be Jax who is able to find that Hextech Dragon and the life of Data.
Yeah, that was a very aggressive Bard moment. We don't mind it, but questions have to be asked about whether or not the call was there from Endivine, as we do see the snap back from the tower, so Raven will take a tier 2 on the top side. And the numbers, when you look at top bar, still look quite favorable, even though there is a kill difference with those Grubs, the Rift Herald, all those towers. But the second bar, heavily in favor of PTH with those 2 Drakes and the feats of War Completed, those extra boot upgrades, those little stats that will help scale them even harder into this late game. I do think that there is some advantages that we're going to see kind of show themselves pretty soon with the Holy Church of Sator, with all of that burn damage coming through from Aurora, that the tankier picks on the side of PTH, they might be in a little bit of trouble, because Leandris is going to do a lot of work here as Data. Please don't get caught again, please, buddy.
God,
yeah, thank you.
To get out of there as quick as possible. Going on that little magical journey away. We see in the bot side once again, Fozzie Bear and Raven. Do you think that this is like an enemies to lovers story starting to form as Divine is coming to third wheel? He is going to find the stun, but the Fates Unsealed going to miss wildly. This might be a chance for Fozzie Bear to try and get away. He's going to use the Stand United. No stuns coming out. There's going to be the stun from Volley Bear. And that's going to be all she wrote from Fozzie Bear.
Yeah, and another tower going to be picked up by Sir Raven. They may not be a Trundle, but they're still a menace to these towers, as we do see an invade coming through from Drawing Poppy into the enemy side jungle here, looking to find someone. They did find Tate and decided maybe not the best option for this, as Endivine rejoins that mid-strength pool.
20 seconds here. Probably no team going to prioritize it right away. We do see that Aurora is looking pretty strong at the moment. Meanwhile, top side, or bottom side, we see Random Capitals pulling out the Between Worlds, trying to defend that T2 turret. There is 3 of them on that bot side here.
Just having a look around the map really quickly. The lanes are all being pushed in constantly for Holy Church of Sator. They're moving around the map quite well in that term, but they're still not getting those kills, and I think they need to start picking up a few of them. Revenon finally on the board, and one coming through for Data, not incredible, but Endivine picking up the other one. Tate and Sir Raven really need to start picking it up in terms of getting those kills in, getting those numbers up in terms of items. The Immortal Shield Bow and Bork now completed for Yone, which means they are quite strong, but they need to find a solid 1v1 and pick up the kill next time around.
It is. This game is just so unconventional right now. I'm trying to figure out what the next play is going to be. It's been 25 minutes. We've seen 11 kills, all melee, almost an exact split when it comes to the gold. We got Grubs on the side of Holy Church of Sator, 2 Dragons on the side of PTH, 2 towers fallen for PTH, 4 towers for Holy Church of Sator. We've been seeing a lot of splitting coming from that Yone against that Fozzie Bear matchup. Divine's been the big difference maker in any 1v1s we've seen. As it is going to be Dwami hopping on a Divine for I think one of the first times we've seen these strugglers go to combat. And there's going to be the Stormbreaker over the wall. Revenon is here to help, but Divine going to go down right away. Well, Decimate trying to keep him alive. There's going to be the big Fates Unsealed. He's trying to find that reset. He's going to find it on Antonia. The Noxian Guild going to start it. Dwami Poppy going to be the next to take the brunt of it. Is forced to run away, but is going to survive. No! The double kill goes through. Yumi going to go down. Random Capitals going to be the next to fall, and then Foggy, they are able to find the kill on Darius. But it's an ace for Holy Church of Sator.
Baron. That's my boys. That's my boys. From nothing, they find something. That's how we do these things. That's how the Holy Church of Sator works. And yeah, that's going to be a Baron take for them, which could be a full reset straight into the next Drake. They got a massive fight there, and it comes down to Revenon finding a pick, sending bleed everywhere after picking up Anadonis, and from there it was just one by one. They all jumped into the fight and they started picking off targets. Incredible team fighting, good calls, good movement, and already you see the jungler heading down towards that Drake. We could see a very quick turnaround now for the side of the Holy Church of Sator into getting back their map pressure, getting onto this Drake and setting themselves up to even up the advantage that PTH tried so hard to build.
What a crazy fight to break out there. And Revenon showing why his strange bot lane picks can work so well. Well, Dragon is spot now. We're going to be seeing another fight breaking out. The Demacian Guild team back up. It's the ability you want to watch, but he's going down really quick. The Dami, the counter-strike was huge. There's going to be the Stormbringer going in, and he's already gone. Goodbye, Revnon, as he is able to find Dwami Poppy on his way out. Volibear going to fall next. It's a 3v4, but they have the health bars on the side of the Hurley Torch of Sator. No Volibear, no Darius. There on the other side, no Jax up. Tate trying to get a lot of poke damage on their run away from these four. The health bar starting to go a little bit back up. There's going to be the worlds coming from random capital. Bard going to be on his way out of there. Sir Raven in the middle of all of it. Going to be sent straight back to his body and straight to the grace. He's able to survive. Oh my god! He finds Fonzie Bear on his way out and random capital. It's now a 2v2. Tate and Data versus Yumi Throne and Anhedonia.
Tate now becoming a goat. Goat status is just beyond their reach. Just maybe one more kill would have got it for them, but they reset. They get everything they need from that, and with that Baron push, they're going to get able to get another wave in. Drake is still on the table. We see multiple Hex Gates now being used down towards that Drake, but look at the difference when it comes to ults. We still have that ult from Gragas. Silas will have one available. Dwami Poppy will have that back up. But Revnon's ult is available this time around. Just don't get caught. Don't be the one face checking. And Tate doing the very best to try hold off two in this situation, but that's still a Gragas.
Had the vision in the bush. He is going to get charged away, though. A bit of an error from PTH, as that Dragon's going to be claimed from the Holy Church of Sator.
Evening up the Drakes. Kills are nearly even. Not a lot gained out of that Baron. I will be honest that maybe they didn't use that to its fullest effect with only 40 seconds left on it, but we might see Sir Raven get something, so I'll hold my breath on that. But it is still a lot gained in terms of map pressure. They've tested another big fight, got some ideas from that saying, okay, well maybe this doesn't work if we send Revnon in first, but they've played it very, very well from that one. So Raven will get a couple of autos off on this one with the help of a Grubbling. They will get a little bit more. And yeah, I'm still very, very happy with how they're progressing this game in PDH. They've let some things slip, and Dwami Poppy, this has been their weakest game, and they're still looking like the biggest carry on the team.
Yeah, it's... Dwami Poppy has to be one of the best junglers in Vanquisher. I think it's like... Everything he does is so clean, and even now he's the one, he's sacrificing himself. He's taking out Revnon. Game 1 he barely died. Game 2 he barely died. He's very good at just being efficient and effective.
Yeah, they are very, very, very strong. I think most of the players that are on PDH are master, and with Capitals probably being one of my favorite mid laners in this. So yeah, they have an absolutely incredible roster coming into this one. While I think there's only 2 master tiers on the side of Holy Church of Sator, but ranks don't matter when you've got heart and belief as a Raven believing their very best here to try and get something, as Random Capitals does take a large chunk of damage.
Go through. He dashes onto Random Capital. He's barely not able to find it.
In a 3 versus 1, nearly gets a trade back off of that one, as not a lot done in the terms of the rest of the team trying to get it, as a very, very nice tower stop from Data, stopping them from getting the tower themselves, trying to catch someone out on a dive, but doesn't quite work out for them, as we come back to lull state while we wait for that minute of cooldown. 250 on the next Drake, so we should have a very quiet game for the next while, Romeo.
Yep, it's back to that slow down mode. I don't think we'll be seeing a whole lot besides people trying to get their item. I think it's important to note Aurora's got that 10 stack Mage's Soul Stealer ready to go.
10 stacks Magi's versus 3 stack Dark Seal. And tiers. Was there any tiers built this game? There's no tier stacking that I can see. No tiers this game. Interesting is Tate getting a decent little trade off on the Random Capitals, as you see level 18 into level 17. So Tate doing a pretty well so far. 3, 1, and 6. And I'm a little bit worried that there's going to be something silly happening very, very soon.
Surely not. Surely these 2 teams that pick top liners for AD are not on the silly squad. They would never. Why would you even suggest it?
Tate trying to get a little bit aggressive with that hop in there, maybe in an attempt to steal, but yeah, it is just going to be smited away by the Jacks, and Silly Squad is being summoned, I think.
They're looking for it. Top side right now, we got Revnon running up. We got Data running up. Sir Raven trying. There's going to be the Tempered Fate. It forces a flash into Fozzie, but Revnon's still here. Gonna pull him in. Gonna hit that Decimate. Trying to get those stacks. Those stacks are up, but he's not going to use that Noxian Guillotine. That's a burnt ghost from Darius.
Is a burnt ghost from Darius in an attempt to get aggressive, but the dash away from Fozzie will do enough. But as I said before, Holy Church of Sator constantly pushing in every single wave, every single side. Full control on these waves right now as Baron is spawning. A setup from Sir Raven doesn't quite hit.
The face unsealed, and he's going to take a lot of damage. He does get a little bit of damage onto Anadonia. Revnon, meanwhile, at the top, starts his stacking on the Dwami Poppy. Pulls him back in, says, "You're not running from me! Get back over here!" Meanwhile, Tate going to go down too. Yuumi thrown, being a little bit too far extended. Random Capitals has that Stormbringer ready to go. Weird ult to choose Seal, but he has it available, able to jump over those walls if he needs to. Going to be going through the bar portals. All 5 of them around that Baron pit right now. Baron has spot, dragging up in 23 seconds, but Baron is started right now from Phantom Troupe.
Yeah, it's going to be a very tough one, but Data does have that golden
they're all really damaged for Baron here. Anadonia got on the outside here. Sir Raven pulling up on the chop shop. Revnon going to pull a lot of them in. A huge Decimate. Tries to go for the Noxian Guillotine. Isn't able to find it just yet. And his stacks are all ruined right now, but the fight continues on. Fozzie are going to go down. Sir Raven finding and making quick work out of people. There goes Anadonia. The Yuumi thrown and Anadonia. Last two, Anadonia goes down. He finds Sir Raven on his way out. Yuumi thrown now on the run. Divine chasing him down. Revnon chasing him down. Can Yuumi get away? The Stormbreaker, he's able to do the body slam dash away. The slow going to come through. Can Yuumi get away? There comes Divine. He's going to find the... Doesn't find the slow, but he's just right on top of him. There's no getting away from a volley bear, Yuumi. You can run as long as you want. You can stall as long as you want, but eventually Divine is going to catch up to you, and he's going to make you into some Swiss cheese. He's going to turn you into his bear food. He's still running to that turret, though. Oh, my God. Yuumi got away!
Yeah, Phase Rush Gragas will not be stopped the movement for days, but it is going to be a Drake heading over. Tate will find them.
There. You can't get away from Aurora.
There's something so beautiful about Tate's rise through these 3 games as the sub coming in. Absolutely insane. No, it's beyond comprehension to come in as the sub. But to come in as the sub as well, as Capital's probably one of the favorite mid laners in this, probably one of the strongest, very, very strong player overall, and to come in and everyone's just like, Capitals has this one. Capitals probably one of the best. Like, Capitals doing very well, getting into master tier, very, very strong. And just the sub to come in and do this, incredible work. And truly a believer in the church, as it's looking up right now for the Holy Church of Sator. They are in control, waves pushing constantly, objectives being taken, fights being won, and I think that last big fight, a big credit goes out to Data for landing an absolutely incredible Bard ult to buy Revnon enough time to start picking up some kills, and the rest of the team to start doing better target selection in those fights, and one by one eliminating people.
Revnon is looking very strong, so is Tate. On the other side, you have a pretty strong Yuumi throne, you have a pretty strong random capital. Stand United's always available. The Counter-Strike going to go through on Revnon right now, but Seraphine not going to be able to lend her stuff. Oh, there's a huge Tempered Fate, though. They'll run through. Tons of damage going off. Yuumi throne going to fall. Anadonia going to fall. And Dwami Poppy is going to be made quick work out of. That's huge.
That could be game.
They're running down mid. Can they find it? Can they dethrone PTH and find themselves in a comfortable playoff position? Holy Church of Sator, they're going to find that inhib. It's 2 left for PTH. It is 5 on the side of Holy Church. It's just Fozzie. It's just random capitals. They're making quick work of that first Nexus turret. Fozzie Bear doing everything he can. He is able to break the wave, but is it going to be enough? The grub's coming out. Random Capitals not able to do a whole lot with the Between Worlds here. Fozzie Bear stuck under the Nexus turret. Sir Raven tanking the tower at the moment. That's the second Nexus turret gone. They just have to hit the Nexus. Has Holy Church of Sator done it? Holy Church of Sator! They take down Phantom Troupe Hisoka!
I'm just gonna revel in the victory really quickly as Romeo was.
Oh my god!
Do you see it now? Do you see it?
I see. Wow! I'm actually like that all wrapped up so quickly.
Did you see why? I was the exact same as you last split. I was the exact same with Barbarians. I looked at them, went, "This is crazy. This is wrong. None of this works." And then I watched them, and I was like, Revenant's onto something, and the rest of the team rallying around them, all working together. This style that they've built, I fully believe in it.
I love it. I want to see these guys make fun. I'd be very curious to see what the rematch looks like though without teams. Like when they have their starters. Does it make it
When they
easier?
have LL Cool J's, LL Cool J's is incredible. It's very, very strong. But I have to say, Tate, from game 1, I was worried. Game 2, I was pleasantly surprised. Game 3, I was like, this is him. This is him. This is the mid laner. This is what every team's going to look for come next split. That's who they want. He's a free agent. Has to be picked up. Has to be.
It was insane the moment he started popping off. Game 2, he looked strong. Game 3, he looked like a scaled Aurelion Soul. He looked like cast in level 16 in a gold solo queue game. You know what I mean? He was popping off.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I also DM'd Revnon after game 1 and sent a quote over to him to send to Tate. And I'm not sure if he did or not. I'm not sure if he did, but I said, "Adversity causes some men to break, others to break records. Tell Tate to break him."
That's what?
I believe from the start Tate had this. 100% Tate had this. He can do it. I fully believe in Tate. So I'm hoping he said it. If he didn't, he didn't. If he did, he did.
We got the squad chanting praise be to Sator. What a wild victory. What a wild series. Especially draft-wise. What an insane series.
Yeah, but like that's what we want to see. This is the excitement that we want to see from these guys. It is praise be to Sator. Jesus Christ. They're all here. Absolutely love these. But yeah, like so much love and respect to both teams. I think they both did exceptionally well, but congratulations to the Holy Church of Sator. I think they're one series away from locking their playoffs, and it should be a lot easier from this point, while PTH, they are in the same boat. They are in the exact same position, so both teams should be making playoffs as we are 1 week away from playoffs. So things are going to get really spicy towards the end of the split as we're going to start seeing the rest of the standings come true with, I think there's 2 undefeated teams so far in total across this. So big eyes on them for the future. But I think that is all from me and Romeo, unless you have anything else to say, unless you want to start a little prayer there by yourself to the Holy Church of Sator.
Would you not join in? Oh, I guess you don't pray to yourself.
No. I am the church.
With that, we are going to call it a night. What an insane series from the Holy Church of Sator and Phantom Troupe. And all I will say is amen.